Come on, everybody, let's start the stream. This is the bit where I check we're live. Probably. It's showing the timer. That seems like we're live. Yeah, there we go. That's looking about right. And I'm going to give it a couple of minutes before we get started. We'll give it a second for all the little notifications to go out. How is everyone doing today? I worked on a heck of a video today that next week's going to be fun when it posts. I made some decisions. I followed some convictions. It's going to be interesting. Right, let me get social posts up that say we're live. We'll give it a little time for the Twitch notification to go out that tells people we're live. And then before we get started properly on this, I'm going to do my little recap of the quickest recap I can of Yakuza's 1 through 6. To get people up to speed on who this guy is we're about to play as today, so that we can play as this guy, so that when I stream Infinite Wealth, people have any idea who this man is. So I've got a whole little presentation about Kiryu, the non-RPG Yakuza protagonist, to tell you all about today. There we go. I see the numbers starting to pop up, which means we have people arriving. I'm going to give it just a minute before I start my little recap of the series while people arrive. Looks like there might be some fun announcements, like video game news announcements coming in the next week or so, specifically around Xbox stuff. This is just a thing that I found interesting that's been doing the rounds today before we get started. There's several rumors doing the rounds that there is an Xbox developer presentation next week, the kind of thing that we got the Hi-Fi Rush shadow drop out of last year. And around it, there's been a bunch of rumors of like critically acclaimed Xbox games coming to other platforms. Hi-Fi Rush, there's a bunch of rumors saying is coming to Switch and PlayStation. Sea of Thieves, there's a bunch of allegedly it's coming to Switch and PlayStation. Maybe these are announcements for next week. It's a heck of a thing to be bubbling up. Yeah, we got some people. Hey, Warm Annie. I hope everyone's having a great day. I finally moved into my new place. Congrats. I hope moving day hasn't been any more stressful than a moving day has to be. Active Criticism says, so hyped for this game. So am I. This game is fun. The demo within this for the next game has me, like, bouncing off the walls a bit. Saint Nobody says, I started a new job today. I'm actually back in the office, so I'm streaming this on my phone. Well, I hope this keeps you company at work. Hey, Artist Synth. Right. We've given it a couple of minutes. I'm gonna do my best to give everyone who is currently here a recap of the very basic plot of Yakuza's 0 through 6. Nothing huge, but I'm gonna give you the TLDR of this man. I am reading from Game Rant. Thank you, Game Rant, for giving me a nice little quick-to-read summary of the Kiryu Yakuzas. Let's pull this up to my other screen and make it a little bigger. So, 1980s, we meet Kiryu. He is the man you see stood with the glasses in this screenshot. Back in the 1980s, he was in his 20s. He was working as a debt collector for the Dojima family of the Toho clan crime syndicate. Basically, he was collecting debts for the Yakuza. He was accused of murdering a person, which he did not do, and went out to, like, clear his name and the name of, like, his boss who brought him into the Yakuza. There was a whole thing about a land deal that was going on, and he was eventually like, the other Tojo clan leaders faked this crime to try and wrestle power, and he showed himself to be a good, wholesome man who proved his innocence and got to have his cool dragon tattoo on his back. So that's Yakuza 0. Then we get to the 1990s, tragedy and stunted potential. By the 1990s, he's like lieutenant in the Yakuza. He's lieutenant advisor for the Dojima family in 1995. His criminal career is going in a good path, but shit, stuff starts going wrong. A bunch of bad stuff starts going on in the Yakuza family. Some people kill some people. It's not great. Kiryu takes the blame for a murder to basically, like, make sure the family doesn't fall apart. He spends 10 years in prison. Because, like, ultimately, the Yakuza means a lot to him. He's like, I'll take the fall, keep the family going. He gets back out in 2005, only to be like, shit, this man I used to know who was my good friend, he's evil now. He's become head of the family, and he's just real fucking nasty. This is when Kiryu takes guardianship of a 9-year-old. Be like, hey, I'm gonna look after this kid, protect this kid for a while. I'm trying to think what's the important stuff to catch people up to speed on, like, the vibe of this man. He was willing to go to prison for a crime he didn't do to protect someone else, looked after a kid that was not his to be like, hey, look, this kid's got no one. He's got a real vibe of, like, I gotta protect the orphans, I gotta keep the little children with no parents safe. This sets up, like, a whole recurring theme of Kiryu just wants to protect the orphans. That is, like, his life's goal. Yakuza 2, 2006. He's 38 now. He uses his reputation to basically, like, orchestrate someone better into being head of the Tojo clan. He goes and wins a war with the Omi Alliance, who are a rival gang, to make that happen. Incompetent Hero says, I was worried about spoiling later games since I only played up to 2. You know what? I don't think we need to go into this depth. I pulled this up to, like, go, do I go through the whole thing? Basically, all you need to know is this man is in the Yakuza. He's proven that he's a good, wholesome man. Real just, like, I want to protect the orphans. Keep the orphans safe. As long as the orphans are good, that's fine. We are gonna see some stuff from the end of Yakuza 6 at the start of this, and all you basically need to know is, hey, Kiryu took a bullet to save the orphans, and now he's faking his death to save the orphans. Everything he does is, I just gotta keep the orphans safe. That's really all you need to know. I won't go too much more into depth. You'll pick it up as we go. We're playing it with English, the English language dialogue, because that exists now. And I know it's divisive, but I want to play this in English and see the English dub. So, there you go. Also, I'll give you the heads up now. There's going to be a lot of cutscenes initially in this. This is a Yakuza game. They start very cutscene heavy. Anyway, that's all you need to know. Kiryu, he rose up the ranks of the Yakuza. He's well respected. He wants to save the orphans. He faked his death for reasons that will kind of be addressed. There you go. There's your sort of your whistle-stop tour of if any of you have seen Like a Dragon, the RPG one, this is kind of taking place, it's happening at the same time as that RPG one, and some of the events will overlap. Right. Hey, Thimba. Is that the version with Yongyi? So this is Yongyi's first, like, full game performance as Kiryu. He will be Kiryu in the sequel to the RPG one as well. Sorry, let me turn get the game audio back up. I forgot I had turned it down for reasons. Here we go. Yeah, I know some people do not like the Yongyi Kiryu voice.
Well,
and
thanks for tonight.
You know, it's different, but
Sorry about this.
I don't mind it.
I have to get going now.
Hey, check her out.
It wouldn't be a Yakuza game if it didn't start with street punks being gross street punks.
Sorry for making you wait for me.
We just left the club. Where are you guys at?
Hey, it was a pretty sudden request. How's the young lady?
She'll be fine. Long as you get here now.
Got it. Give me 5 more minutes.
I'm going to be playing in English. I played this through
Heads
when
up.
it originally released
It'll be a
in
minute.
Japanese.
I'm so sorry. I'm just not
Look,
feeling well.
I like the Like a
If it's
Dragon
gonna
dub.
take time, let's
And
grab a taxi.
I want to experience
That's
this
such a
dub,
mystery.
and I find it easier to
I
stream
think I had
games
too much to
where
drink.
like
Could
some
you
people
not
are
say
just
anything to my
listening to the
grandfather?
stream, and therefore, you know, the language you
try
speak is the
and
language
be
being spoken. I
discreet.
think that's worthwhile for stream.
Hey, you all good? If you want, we can give the girl a ride home.
We're good. Thanks for that.
My place is just over there, 30th floor. It's a great view. Don't worry. We promise we'll take good care of her.
Hey! Osama-kun here's doing you a nice favor, man.
That's me. Osama-kun at your service.
I do think basically
Buzz off.
every
We can all
Yakuza
hang out
game,
later. I'm afraid it's just gonna be me.
you could describe the opening
What
as
kind of dumbasses you think
jerks on
we
the street
are,
be jerks,
old
you beat them
man?
up. I do really like this game. It's a little shorter. It's not necessarily moving the series
Got a
forward because it's,
situation.
you know,
Where are you right
reiterating
now?
events from Like
3
a
minutes
Dragon,
out.
but
What happened?
I like this a lot.
I'll tell you later.
You
Stay
just sit
there.
over there.
Rest for a minute.
I'm gonna show you my new
Sure you're
Spider-Man
gonna
web
be okay?
web shooters.
Situations like these are why I'm here.
Is she some big shot's daughter, maybe? I got you. Hear me out. You'll never guess what company my dad owns.
Ooh.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, some of the performance in this is very 80s English anime dub, but I think that fits for the over-the-top nature of what this
Turn
game
around now.
is half the
You can
time.
go home in one piece. But if you don't, then keep this in mind. Everything could have been avoided if you just let her leave.
Osama-kun! This guy wants to
Yeah, Kiryu's
fight
like,
us.
Well,
I have
now,
no
this
interest
guy's
in
just doing
fighting,
his
but if you're not
job,
gonna let this
right?
lady leave,
And besides that,
I will absolutely murder you with my
as
fists.
hero, the journey makes the prize better.
This man's such a fucking creep.
Now, let's show the lady what real men look like.
Yeah, they look like Kiryu. Thugs! Oh, I can beat up these thugs. Yeah, I'm just gonna do my big hitty combos. Oh, what do I need to do? I need to do a little tutorial stuff. I gotta grab someone and attack. I gotta guard. Come on, attack me. Move while holding my fighting stance. Yeah, there we go. Do my dodges. Now you're gonna get to see my cool new gadgets that for some reason Kiryu has, and it's never explained why he now has sci-fi super spy gadgets. Don't question it, just enjoy it. The spider gadget ejects a thin wire from a watch. It can perform various actions, such as capturing and pulling in enemies and weapons. We can now just, like, tie people up in laser wire and, like, throw them around the battlefield, which is fun. We gotta... Let's have a go. Let's attack, and then... what is it? Attack and then hold B to entangle. Yeah, we can just attack people with the cool web lasers now. Okay, let's try this. That's it. Is that not right? It's press X and then hold B to attack. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's just got a bunch of gadgets, kind of like the protagonist of Judgment and Lost Judgment. But we're just kind of gonna pretend that that guy doesn't exist and now Kiryu has spy gadgets. Some of the gadget weapons Kiryu gets in this are fucking nonsense. There we go. Kick their asses.
No, my car!
Shouldn't have been a fucking creep then.
Oh, you've gotta be shitting me!
Gotta be shit. It's over the top performances, but I dig a good over the top performance.
Hey! You got any idea who you're messing with?
Yeah, you told us your daddy owns a company or something.
How sweet. You're worried about me, when you should be worrying about yourself.
I mean...
Please, wait just a moment. I thought I recognized you. Your father is the president of Maruhina, isn't he?
Maruhina? The trading house?
How do you...
You and your father came to my grandfather's birthday party last year.
Oh.
Wait, are you... Party Cherokee Kubo's granddaughter?
That's right.
Oh my god! I am so...
See. Oh, Frankenstein! Thank you. I've only just seen your the
Some
notification.
friends I
Thank you
met
very
while
much for the
studying
22
abroad
months
in
of
the Middle
sub.
East have come to visit me in Japan. That's what brought me out
Yes.
tonight to see Roppongi for the first time.
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth
You
is
will
coming
come out
out
here
end of this
often?
month. This is why I'm streaming this now, so that I can go into streaming the sequel when that releases and people will have some vague idea who Kiryu is.
Well, I am a little tipsy myself. Why don't we both just forget this ever happened?
Oh, sure. I didn't see a thing tonight. And I sure as heck didn't see you.
And my bodyguard sure didn't beat the shit out of you
won't
and
say
wreck your
anything
car.
about this to your grandfather, will you?
I won't.
Oh, man.
You should still tell your grandfather.
Thank you so
This man
much.
was a dick.
I'm sorry again.
You're just gonna let them get away with that?
Oh, Incompetent Hero,
It's
I
fine.
still need to get through Ishin, which is the
Besides,
one set in the
I have
ancient
more
past.
important things to worry
It's on
about.
my list. I started it. I just need to make time for it.
Please, I need
There's
to
so much Yakuza. That's
lie
great.
down somewhere.
Hey, where are you? How much longer is this gonna take?
I'll be there in 3 minutes.
That's the same thing you said last time I asked.
I feel sick.
Okay, be sick now before we get in the car. You'll feel better, just get it out.
You not the man till you beat the master. You got the plan, then we get the action. I got the answers.
Terra
What you're asking, but
in
can
the
you
Twitch
handle
chat
a
says,
hand
I've
in
seen
hand if you not
the new
advancing,
anime
there's no
culture war
advantage.
thing is
It
people
bring
cheering
madness,
translators
sick
being
of
replaced with
the
AI.
savages with bad
They're
habits.
accusing
By the way,
translators of
the
having an
dragon
agenda.
fight within, get ignited
I'm
from
sorry to
within.
tell you all,
Tires within, heavy wind, I
AI
feel
translations are
now
going
you
to
gon'
be
get somebody that
skewed
you never knew a face you never seen. It goes to
by
my
their
old
training
truth,
data.
running through the
Have
pages of my
fun.
soul, leaving no proof, only
Fucking
ashes
let
whisper for the
localizers
memory of my past, but it's no
localize.
use. And if I got a second chance, I
Let
had no
human
proof.
beings do
I'm in
that
the
job.
shadows, hiding where I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
And you probably wouldn't believe it if I told you. The only way you gonna
So-
see it if I showed you.
I know a little bit about Infinite Wealth, the next Yakuza game coming after this. I will say, it feels like no accident that you see Kiryu smoking every 5 fucking minutes in this game. They really, really, really want to remind you that this is a man who's been smoking since the 1980s, and nearly 40 years later is still in like 2020 smoking very frequently. That is plot relevant smoking. I really dig this opening in general. Yeah, our protagonist is being a lonely man. He's being sent out on jobs and then back to pretending he doesn't exist. That is his life now.
Good evening.
It's
Really
just
nice
him
work out
alone,
there.
which is quite sad for our
But
lovely little friend.
You need to take care of yourself. Though it may be a snack, you still need to eat your vegetables, you know.
You're even watching what I'm eating, I see. You didn't need to come get me. I was just making my way back.
Right you are. Of course we know you'll keep your promise.
See,
You
not
know we don't allow that.
literally 30 seconds ago he finished smoking and now he's like, yeah, but I want to have another one in the car though.
Should have had another. When I had the chance for it. The taste of freedom.
Yeah, when cigarettes are your taste of freedom, that is a bad sign for where your life is at, Mr. Kiryu. I mean, look, I'm not suggesting that it's not the case that a lot of Japanese people like smoking a lot. But this game, more so than the last couple of Yakuzas, really reminds you that Kiryu is a smoker and has been a long-term smoker and smokes a lot. Remember that he smokes. He really does smoke. Yeah, so this is end of Yakuza 6 we're about to get here. You'll get the gist of it. Big climactic fight happening.
You're nothing. Just a pathetic fool who drags civilians into Yakuza conflicts.
Kiryu's very much got his moral core of like, you leave civilians out of this shit.
Kill the girl and the kid! Shoot them already!
Oh no, they're gonna get killed. Yeah, this is one of many times that Kiryu's just like, women and children in danger. Not on my fucking watch. I will honorably take a bullet many times. There he goes. Thankfully, the man with the gun does not think to take further shots at his targets. He's like, ah, shit, I shot Kiryu. Oops.
Are you awake, Kazuma Kiryu-kun? I have some news. I've just heard that Minoru Daidoji-sensei passed away in his sleep yesterday.
I do like the look of these cutscenes a lot. They're very nicely put together. Yeah, you can't shoot again if it's a cutscene.
And just... who are you?
I'm fortunate enough to have had a political mentor in the great Daidoji-sensei. May he rest in peace.
So you're here about the hush money.
I've done a great deal of research.
Yeah, it really... Can I pause this? Yeah, so here's the deal. When Yakuza 6 happened, it really seemed like they were just gonna kill Kiryu off entirely, and that was gonna be the end of Kiryu's story. And then in Like a Dragon, it's like, hey, no, he's not actually dead, he just faked his death, he's still alive. And now we've got that story. Mild spoilers, I'm pretty sure they brought him back only to kill him again in Infinite Wealth. It sure seems like he might just die of cancer in the next one, maybe, question mark. So they really brought him back. I feel like they brought him back for this to do a handoff to Ichiban, the RPG protagonist, so that like they've had a bit of time interacting together and everyone's like, yeah, cool, they're both the Yakuza protagonists, just in time for him to like cough his lungs up. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's where I feel like this series is at. Like, yeah, we killed Kiryu. No, we didn't. Except, yeah, maybe we're still gonna do it.
You have a soft spot for orphanages, correct?
He does have a soft spot for orphanages.
All you need to do is accept this money and promise you will keep our secrets safe. Do this, and our dealings will be done.
If you want me to keep all of your secrets, I have my own conditions.
Excuse me? Do you know who you're talking to? This isn't a joke. Don't you value your life? Don't tell me I need to remind you we can get to your family and all your friends.
Go ahead and try.
You do not threaten this man's family and friends.
You say you did your research. Then you know what happens when people hurt my family, don't you? You're saying you want that?
But then, how can you guarantee you'll keep our secrets safe? What will you do?
I'll die for you.
What?
You use your influence. Get me a death certificate. Make the hospital issue it in my name. And no one will ever hear from Kazuma Kiryu again.
Your secrets die with me, who will be alive but pretend to be dead, and you don't fuck with the orphanage. That's the deal. I keep your secret safe and fake my death, and you don't go murder the orphans. And now this is Kiryu's life. He sits and meditates and then occasionally gets sent on missions and then goes back to pretending to be dead.
Thought again, Kiryu-san.
If you see me concentrating, then why are you talking to me?
Your concentration is weak if something like that disturbed you.
You're quite unsparing in your criticism, Hanuma-san.
Oh, it's not Kiryu's first time
guy's
being
just a
shot and then
three-letter,
having to
not a
calmly
real
intimidate
acolyte.
someone.
Don't mind him.
He's got like a plus 15 bonus to intimidation.
I appreciate the concern.
I have another job for you, as Joryu.
Didn't I just do that bodyguard job for you?
Yeah, so he's
The
faked
one
his
for
death.
Yutaka
He's
Kubo's
Jory
granddaughter.
now.
Oh, you mean the job you completed
Definitely
several
a very
months
different
ago?
person.
And Ogi Kubo's sensei is a leading figure in the Daidoji faction. Show him some respect.
Hard to show respect to a man I haven't even met.
Look, you may have been a legendary Yakuza, but that time is over. Besides, I can't imagine you're satisfied just sitting around eating free food.
I swore I'd take your secrets to the grave.
And?
Minoru Daidoji, the Fixer, controlled Japan's politics and economy in the shadows, from the post-war period until his death. If you want that to stay buried, we each have a price to pay. I faked my death and gave up my old life, even my own name. All you're doing is paying for my meals. Who are you?
I can
to
think
lecture
of
me
worse
about sitting
lives
around?
than I'll pretend to be dead and you give me room and board. You at least
Don't
give me like a
forget,
TV and
we
a
also
games
help to
console or
keep Morning
something.
Glory running. That orphanage in Okinawa has a chronic cash flow problem. We go to great lengths, even running the transactions through multiple dummy accounts to ensure the support
They're orphans.
can't be traced back to
Look after them
Daidoji.
because it's the right thing,
It's
sir.
not much. But if those payments were to suddenly dry up, what would happen to those poor children?
Kiryu,
What a
you
rousing
never tell them
argument
about
you
the
have
fact you
going
care
on.
about the orphans.
All we ask is that you work a few jobs a year. Moreover, it would be in your best interests to continue to show us that you aren't our enemy. A promise is built on mutual trust, and trust is fostered through daily communication. You don't need to worry. As usual, it's a simple assignment. No dirty work.
Now,
Do understand we're giving you special treatment despite your distaste. Consider it a sign of our respect.
look, considering Kiryu is meant to be dead, I'm just
Now,
going to say it now. Watch out for this in the scenes that follow. The people who have faked Kiryu's death have done a really terrible job of not putting Kiryu in situations where people will go, "That's Kiryu, he's alive," right there. That these people, if you want people to think Kiryu's dead, stop sending him on jobs. Because like every time you send him on a job, that's a chance for someone to go, "In that Kiryu, that guy who's dead, in that him." It seems so unwise. Just send someone else to do whatever job it is for you if your whole thing is you want this man to pretend to be dead.
In the assignment, you'll be tasked with security in a smuggling operation.
This is already starting to sound pretty shady.
Funny, coming from an ex-Yakuza. You won't be expected to use force. The client is the leader of a rebel group under an authoritarian regime in Asia. In our eyes, they're a band of freedom fighters. But in their own home, they're considered terrorists.
Terrorists?
The leader wants certain goods they acquired in Japan to be delivered to him so he can fill his war chest. The Daidoji faction is going to help him accomplish this.
So how do I fit into all this?
Well, let me finish. He originally went to the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency for help. Who better to go to than some fellow dictator-hating freedom lovers? The CIA...
Is that the
often turns to
CIA,
us
is
for
it?
this sort of delicate, under-the-table job. In their words, we're to transport a promising revolutionary's
Yeah, I
plot
really do feel like
out
you
of
could.
Japan. However,
When he's
there
pretending
can
to
be
be
no evidence that Japan
Jory who wears glasses, that's the whole fucking disguise.
or the United States were ever involved.
And what is this property?
A boat's worth of gold bullion. Yes, in this day and age, Hence, the need
You've
for
got to do
manpower.
more than just put glasses
I
on this
see.
man.
Your assignment is to stand guard until the bullion is loaded onto the ship. Several agents with the faction will be present, including me. All you have to do is stand there. Like I said, it's simple.
I thought the Daidoji were loyal patriots. Isn't this kind of thing beneath you?
Our organizational power is necessary to make this job possible. Exporting gold bullion is a legal nightmare. Influential figures in the faction had to pull whatever strings they could.
Yeah,
to
you
make it
can't
happen.
easily just ship a bunch
Trust
of
me,
gold with no one
Neither
noticing.
the CIA nor the revolutionary leader will forget the favor.
Is that so?
Consider it one way of earning money under the table.
I don't know.
Actions like this help strengthen the Daidoji. A swan may appear to swim gracefully.
I don't know why you're bothering to
but
explain
beneath
this
the
all to
water,
Kiryu. He's
its
gonna
legs
do it
are
so you don't
feverishly
hurt the
scrambling.
orphans. Like, he doesn't need to
Are
know
we going
why
to
he's
hell
on the
for talking
mission.
about this here?
What was that? My hearing has been getting worse lately.
Seems as though we're in the clear.
Either way, that's not my kind of work.
Am I interrupting other plans? You have somewhere else you need to be? Remember, should you leave here, and the world finds out that Kazuma Kiryu lives, we would see that as a promise broken.
Then don't send him on the job.
You won't be the only one who suffers. Think of the people, the children you threw your life away to protect.
I've heard this 100 times. I get it. I'm the one who proposed this pact in the first place.
As long as we're clear. Shall we continue with the rest of the briefing?
Timber says, Hanawa, why do I feel like I've seen this man's face in other games? He's got a very... He's
The
got a very
semi-truck carrying
everyman
the gold
face.
is on its way here.
I see.
There's still some time before it arrives. Feel free to relax for now.
Okay,
Until that gold makes it on the ship, everyone
I'm
within
gonna
1 kilometer
start
radius is
a
working for us.
counter, a
They're all
timer on my
Daidoji
phone.
agents. They can handle themselves.
I'll start a
Your only
stopwatch
task is to
as soon as
stand
this
your
conversation
window.
finishes.
Wasn't the operation supposed to be secret? This sounds extensive.
There's a big reward in it for us. We have to show the client we're taking this
I'm gonna take
seriously.
do a timer from
So we've all
how long
just
it
been
takes for
gathered
me to
here for show.
get control of the character to
I'm going
someone
to check on the
recognizing
others. Are you
Kiryu.
fine by yourself?
Do they know who I am?
No. All they know is that you're one of their associates. They
Cool.
all address each other by code names.
No one knows
as well.
I'm Kiryu. Cool.
Do take care not to inadvertently reveal yourself.
Okay. Do I have control of the character? Is it time for me to start the timer? Timer has begun. Now, no one knows I'm Kiryu. I'm Joryu, the man wearing the glasses, you see. Who's not Kiryu. I don't remember if I can... Okay, I can run. Let's run over here.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
I'm not going anywhere. Just stretching my legs.
Don't abandon your post like that. I'm covering this area. Get back where you belong.
Right.
Same old story. No matter how great you are, age turns us all into miserable old bastards. Even the Dragon of Dojima.
47 seconds it took for someone to recognize
the
him.
4th chairman of the Tojo clan.
Literally
Guess it's been
less than a
3
minute.
years now. I actually played a small part in faking your death. What a pain in the ass that was.
Don't send Kiryu to work a job with a man who helped fake his death.
No need to play dumb. We work for the same people. Nobody cares whether some Yakuza is...
Everyone here now knows Kiryu's
This
alive.
has got me wondering. Is the legendary Yakuza as strong as they say? You were the #1 brawler in town, weren't you? Think you could go toe-to-toe with a bunch of tough
I was
guys
really
like
wondering
us?
if it'd be less than
Oh,
30
I see.
seconds.
So that's how it's gonna be.
What is?
You want me to go back to my post? Or you want me to take the bait?
Oh no, he took his glasses off. He's Clark Kent.
Doesn't matter.
He's Superman.
Alright, that's what I'm talking.
Don't go too hard on him just because he's Yakuza. Hold back a little, alright?
Oh, there's no way the legendary dragon could be that weak. And if he was, how would he live with himself?
Okay, you asked for it, sir.
That's a good question.
If you're gonna tell everyone that
You ready?
I'm still alive and put the orphans at risk, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Just promise me you won't go down in one hit.
Okay, Thimba says, I was checking the Yakuza wiki and found a funny tribute to Majima where it says Majima Construction is at work. The section is under construction, and I'm so surprised they never made Majima Construction a spin-off game. Okay, the heat gauge. This lets you do special stuff. This is how you do your big cinematic attacks. I need to move my webcam so I can see my meters. Okay, let me... my camera down to here, so I can see my style and my meters. There we go. That's what you get for risking the orphans by telling people I'm alive, sir.
Damn it. Hey! What are you morons doing? Don't just stand there, kick this guy's ass! Right!
This job turned out to be more fun than I thought.
You're all so unprofessional. You were brought here to do a job.
Let's go.
Yes, this is when you go into heat mode. Woo, all sorts of super powerful attacks. Clear everyone out with big anime moves. Incompetent Hero says, I've said this during my own playthroughs, but the Yakuza series is just a cartoon for adults. I could legitimately see Majima painting a fake wall for Kiryu to run into. There's so much goofiness to it all. That there is. It's like, hey, what if we told a very serious story, but every like half an hour we remembered we could just be Looney Tunes? Yeah, Kiryu's holding his age well for someone in his 50s.
Looks like you enjoyed yourselves. Can you return to your posts now? Fortunately, the truck seems to be running a little late. I'll pretend I didn't see you goofing off.
Thank you, boss, for not thinking I did bad. Thank you for seeing that they were mean to me.
You're looking more like a technical fighter now. Well, neutralizing the enemy methodically is smarter than a street fight, is it not?
I only bothered to learn it to kill time at the temple.
I only learned this new fighting style technique for this new game.
Same story for the rest of my life.
I can't say I'll ever understand someone who lives to fight others.
Then keep your nose out of it.
I can't live to do anything else, sir. You made me fake my death.
In the future.
Fighting people is all I got now.
Kiryu.
Right. You may not need this, but I'll pass it along anyway. What we got? It's a catalogue given to all Daidoji agents. You use it to order Daidoji martial art manuals. Cool, this is your level up system.
Yes.
You pay cash, increase your stats. We'll probably do in a second. Start trying to get some of the cool stats.
It looks like everyone here knows who I am now.
It's not a problem, provided it doesn't get out.
You have a lot of faith in the Daidoji. Maybe too
As long as none of these people who knows I'm alive tells anyone I'm alive, we're good.
But we're certainly better than the Tojo clan.
They're still doing the multiple fighting styles thing, yeah.
They were wiped out in the Kamurocho cleanup operation 2 years ago.
I think it's only like I think it's only like 2 fighting styles in this, but they make up for it. Not to spoil too much, by having a lot of other playable fighters at one point in the game who all have unique movesets outside of those fighting styles, and I think that does some justifying of the reducing of Kiryu's own move pool a little.
Okay, plan. The chairman and his officers were the first to disappear. Now, the Omi Alliance has taken over.
This is
Kamurocho,
Like a Dragon. This
and
is
the
the
man who
RPG.
pulled the
We
trigger
remember
on it
this.
all was a trifling Tojo clan officer, Masumi Arakawa.
Ichiban's
If one
boss.
traitor can bring down an entire clan, then perhaps the foundations were fragile to begin with. We intend to learn from their mistakes.
I say one thing and this is what I get from you, huh?
All right. I'll refrain from insulting the Tojo clan any further. It's the organization you devoted the majority of your life to, after all.
Not only my own. All of the people I've cared about. Their lives are tied.
Literally your whole life since your like
For all
late
that to
teens
go up in
was
smoke.
the Tojo clan.
I still can't believe it's real.
I don't think this will come as any consolation, but... The days when Yakuza could go strutting around in the open are over. I think the Tojo clan was destined to disappear no matter what. Inevitably, the Omi Alliance pushing in from Kansai will suffer the same fate as well.
Any of you that either played or watched the playthrough of Like a Dragon, the RPG one with Ichiban as the protagonist, the events they're talking about here are leading up to the end of that game. That game sort of ends with a couple of big Yakuza clans going, hey, it's not really feasible for us to keep doing the Yakuza thing, and like publicly dissolving their bits of the Yakuza. And this is happening like right in the lead up to like, oops, the Yakuza as a thing's probably going to go away.
Only a matter of time.
You were right.
About what?
There was no consolation.
It was not a consolation, apparently, to find out that the Yakuza family you've dedicated your life to is like, you know, they were going to fall apart anyway. Apparently that did not make him feel better.
The truck's here. It's 10 minutes behind schedule.
Copy that. See anything else?
There's a van guiding the truck. That okay?
The truck didn't come by itself?
Negative. It's with a black van. The truck's following it.
Stop them both immediately. Another vehicle wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah. You do not change the plan in a big,
Over here!
between countries secret money handling operation.
Truck's not stopping! It's coming right for us!
Yeah, these guys are not here to fuck around. As soon as you're swinging metal baseball bats around, you are here to kill.
Had to show up uninvited.
Hey! Who are these guys?
Yeah, so much of the lighting in this game is great. A lot of the nighttime scenes look absolutely gorgeous.
The container's empty. The deal's off. I repeat, the deal's off.
You don't say the deal's off. But don't worry, Joryu, who's definitely not Kiryu, is here to help.
Let's get this started.
Now, mid-fight, can I buy upgrades? I don't think I can. Can I do it now? I can. Okay, What are the ones I want to get early on? There's, stats, shared abilities. Let's have a look at the shared abilities. Face Stomp. I think I just want to be going, like, straight improving my damn and my attack and my heat gauge. I'd just go for the stats first. Can't do that because it's 100k. We'll get a couple of levels in attack and a couple of levels in health. Probably nothing else this early we can grab. Could grab insulting downed enemies. I'm not too fussed on that. Evasive strike. Oh yeah, we can take the evasive strike.
Let's go.
Aha! Now I am mildly stronger to kick your asses. Yeah, there is a different fighting style we get later, but I honestly really like this technical fighting style. It's very, a weird comparison for me to make, possibly, but it feels like the way playing Beyond Good and Evil felt in that it's very easy to fluidly move between attack targets without needing to target them in a way that makes handling crowd control feel really nice in a melee combat situation. Yes, I do enjoy these particle effects. I don't know how well Twitch encoding is gonna like them or dislike them, but they're real gorgeous in person. Just watch this 50-year-old man just take down an army. That's some chunky salsa right there.
Aniki, we got Hanawa. Hey, give me a hand here. Move it.
Okay, they came in knowing who they were for. Incompetent Hero in the Twitch chat says, Returnal might be the only other game that I've played recently that has some insanely good particles. That game really made use of the PS5's power. That game looked gorgeous.
Was a target all along, wasn't he? The gold smuggling story. It was all just a ruse.
Well done, Kiryu. You worked out. You worked out that there was no gold. Well done.
No fucking way, Kiryu.
In this one mission, two separate groups of people have worked out he's Kiryu. The ones who already knew he was Kiryu and spread it around, and just some random thugs were like,
They tried to kidnap me.
that's Kiryu, right?
But why?
Hanawa.
Yes.
Really not doing a good job of faking this guy's death.
Time I fight back. Let me help you.
Right. Glad to hear it.
Take your bets now, everyone. How many minutes until the next person works out this is Kiryu? How many minutes do you think we make it before another, it's 47 now. Before another, you're Kiryu, I worked that out by looking at your face. Timber says 1 minute. I think it's going to take us more than 1 minute to finish this fight. I think this fight's going to take a second. Hey AJ, I'm good. I am enjoying having an excuse to replay this Yakuza game now that it's got its English dub, and streaming it is as good an excuse as any to go through this nonsense again.
Shit, we're out of time.
Now for like the van driver to go, that's Kiryu. I just want every person on the street to be like, oh hey Kiryu. Like, no, I'm his identical twin brother Joryu.
Okay, still with me?
Stop.
Yes. Somehow.
How are your injuries?
We can worry about that later. First we have to get out of here. And fast. The police and fire department will be here any minute. We can't afford to be seen.
If you're lucid enough to strategize like that, then you can't be too bad off.
Ooh, congrats, AJ.
Hanawa-san, the assailants escaped.
That's well above odds.
With many injured. And 3 fatalities.
What?
I see.
These criminals killed people? They're acting like some kind of thugs. Yeah, just pile some bodies in the trunk, it'll be fine. Incompetent Hero says, nothing Kiryu did in any of that combat killed people. No way. Definitely not. Kiryu's never killed anyone.
One of the agents who died at the dock was the man who picked a fight with you. He got what was coming to him, you could say. All 3 deaths were caused by blunt trauma to the head, had their skulls caved in with a metal bat. It's as though the attackers didn't care if they lived or died.
What? These criminals here to kidnap someone in a violent robbery didn't care if they killed people in the process.
We've taken care of them. There'll be nothing in the news either. There's always a risk of this kind of incident. That's why we use people whose deaths won't raise a fuss. People just like you.
AJ says, how's the dub quality so far? I think it's pretty solid. It's a little exaggerated in places. It's a little like anime dub. But I think that works for this series and its brand of melodrama. I know some people are just gonna go, that's not Kiryu's voice, and be done with it. I think it's a pretty good dub. I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it enough, I'm like, for the convenience of not of having a second way other than the subtitles that I can take it in, 100% like I will be playing the dub in Infinite Wealth. I really enjoyed Infinite Wealth's Like a Dragon's dub, and this so far has been solid. I've had no like complaints about this dub.
Kiryu.
What is it?
Don't worry about it.
Simba, I'm not surprised that an actual member of the Yakuza doesn't like this series. Yeah, no one in the Yakuza games is very secretive about being a Yakuza, in the kind of way that if you're in the Yakuza, you kind of don't advertise that quite so much as is done here. Okay. Kiryu's like, I must not let them know that someone recognized I am Kiryu, because they looked at my face.
Hanawa, any idea who those guys in
no one
masks
knows.
were last night?
I've still got my secret.
They would be connected to the client who proposed this deal. The revolutionary in Asia. Only he or the CIA could have gotten men on that truck beforehand. And if it were the CIA, they wouldn't need to go to such lengths to abduct me.
The revolutionary.
Yeah, the Yakuza is an organization, fine. Kiryu just doesn't act like a Yakuza. He's lovely, and that's the problem.
Apparently, this plan to smuggle gold took him by surprise. Says he hasn't asked the CIA a thing.
What?
A working theory is that a bad actor, let's call him Mr. X, impersonated the revolutionary.
You didn't like check with the CIA on this?
Deal, which then led them to get us involved. Mr. X's objective must have been to abduct me.
How little due diligence did you do on this deal?
I haven't the slightest.
Well, I mean, the guy says he's a revolutionary.
There would be no point in staging all this just for me. Unless we talk to this Mr. X, we won't know what really happened last night. The full weight of the Daidoji faction has been searching high and low, but so far, we've come up with 0 clues.
I can't imagine the Daidoji mobilizing all their resources for a so-called cog.
Huh. You don't mince words, do you? But you're not incorrect, which is why I decided to launch my own little investigation through other avenues. And the reason I've come here today. Didn't you notice? Several of the masked men had tattoos. In particular, the man in the Hanya mask who killed our agents had quite the extravagant one.
Almost like he's a Yakuza, probably.
It appeared to be of quite fine quality, which would suggest he's a Yakuza from a rather important family.
So?
There's an old family in Yokohama called the Seru clan. Perhaps they were involved with this attack. Can you look into it? Of course, I'm not asking you to waltz into their office.
Wait, we can't assume it was local Yakuza just because someone had a tattoo.
That would be discrimination to assume
if
that.
This is your lead on Mr. X. I'd say it's a pretty weak one.
I agree. Which which is why I have other agents investigating more promising leads.
He had a tattoo. Go to the local Yakuzas and go, was it you?
I'd like to pursue every possibility and determine the truth as quickly as possible.
All right, then.
Are we all set?
Under one condition. I'm interested in this Mr. X's identity myself. If you learn anything, fill me in.
It's rare to see you so enthusiastic. Are you worried they might come after me again? If so, I'm touched.
Yeah, maybe I am.
Kind of you to pretend. In any case, do be careful. There may be people in the Seru clan who know your face. For now, find out what's going on at their office. You can observe them from a distance.
Do I have to? Can I not just kick the door down and be like, hey, who got them tattoos? Oh hey, we're going back to the town that we were in the RPG one, Like a Dragon. Ichiban's little hometown. The Seru clan office is up ahead. I should head there first. Yeah, over this bridge that we're not allowed to cross, that's where our apartment was, and over there's where the homeless camp that Number was in was. And over here was where we collected trash cans for money. And here's where we pissed in a river once for a pissing in a river minigame. Try not to get caught by the cops while you piss in the river. Oh, good times. Damn, what's up with that place? What a fucking ripoff. Okay, they're angry because they lost all their money gambling, so now they want to punch someone. Cool. Oh, now we're talking. Right, punch up. Yeah, you can avoid fights if you just run around people, but why would I do that? Big fight. I need money for upgrades. I gotta punch the money out of people for upgrades. Heavy Man, yeah, I am very early in this. Literally less than an hour into it. But you know, that's okay. We're gonna play through the whole thing eventually over streams. Come on, drop me some money. I need cash. Oh, accidentally triggered a cutscene mid-fight, I suppose. It's the pawn shop. This is the one that we helped get all the trash out from the outside. They're selling healing stuff, but I don't have much money because I got kicked out of the fight. We did a side quest here in the RPG one. We helped this guy get over his hoarding because his wife died and he didn't want to throw anything away anymore and became a bit of a hoarder. And we helped sort that out so that we could access the pawn shop. Oh, sorry, P-A-W-N, pawning things. Not the pornography store. I promise you, if we go into one of those, I will, for clarity's sake, call it the pornography store rather than the pawn shop.
Have a little rest.
Cool, we got cash now. Is there anything worth buying in the item selling boutique currently? Okay, buy, what can I buy? Body armor, where's the prices? 40,000, we can afford the body armor. That seems sensible. These are costing, what, 11,000. Anything good I can sell right now to get some early cash? Hey, Echo, how are you doing? Really got nothing to sell, and you will give me like half what I paid for the body armor. So let's pop the body armor on. I only have one slot for equipment anyway right now. Timber says, to be honest, I don't know why the Yakuza were complaining about Kiryu's looks on the first games. I was looking here at one of the actual real leaders of the Yakuza, and the dude dressed up like a douche and he was 81 years old. I'm good, Echo. I'm good. We're not that far into Yakuza. We're in the town from the RPG one that you watched the streams of, so you'll have seen this place. This is Kiryu. He faked his death to protect the orphans. Now he's gotta go solve a crime, or they'll hurt the orphans if he doesn't go solve crimes. You gotta beat people up, work out what's going on, so the orphans can be saved. That's the whole summary of what you missed. Also, he's pretending he's faked his death, so this is not Kiryu, this is Joryu. He wears glasses. No one will ever recognize him. Like 3 people have recognized it's him already. We've already had like 3 people go, "Aren't you the guy who died? Isn't that you?" Yeah, Superman School of Disguises, except everyone recognizes he's Superman. I know it's not the Seru clan offices. I'm trying to do a fight. Don't have like cutscene triggers while I'm in fight. Let me finish the fight and then trigger the cutscene. There we go, we got some more cash. Alright, where are we? Where are we heading? We're going... I can put the little show me how to get here on the map, which I really appreciate, Yakuza games. Now... You're about to see one of the main side quest categories that exists in this Yakuza game, which is something's just out of reach. Use your Spider-Man web shooters to save the ball from the tree or whatever. They really gave this man web shooters just to get, like, a ball out of a tree. Oh no, my ball's stuck in the tree. Mum can't get it out the tree. Oh, it's his favorite one and everything. Don't worry, I have... spy gadgets now. Yeah, Kiryu just kind of has web shooters now, kinda. Oh. Oh, I took the ball out of the tree, but I didn't give it to the kid. I forgot to give the kid the ball. Yeah, it did give me it as an item. I got distracted. I saw the burlesque club or whatever it was where we had a bunch of, like, our secret base was there for a while in the RPG one. I got excited. Oh, you're cool, mister. How'd you get the ball down? I used my web shooters.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't cause trouble for your mum. Okay, now I can go to the Seru clan's office, which is what I thought I was doing. Oh. This is the place that sells really powerful upgrade items that are usually sex toys. Can we afford anything? No, we cannot afford pure white briefs or fortune gold undies for 50... Is that 50 million yen? We do not have that much this early in the game, unfortunately. We cannot buy the fancy gold underpants. The Seru clan family office is up ahead. We fought our way through here as Ichiban that one time. I remember this from the Yakuza. Ah, I'm ready. I'm ready to find out what's up with these Yakuzers. Figured I wouldn't be able to tell much off the bat. Maybe I should stick around and look for anything suspicious. Ooh, they're probably Yakuza. That's suspicious.
Yo,
ooh.
What's with you?
Hey, going somewhere special, Aniki? Back to that soap land?
Shut it. It's work related. You're giving people the wrong idea.
My bad.
Screw it. I'll take you with me.
Kiryu, the least suspicious man possible, just standing on a rooftop looking and being like, hey, Yakuza office. How you? It's too quiet for the Seru clan to have been involved in last night's attacks. Time for another cigarette. For those of you joining us late, this Yakuza game is going to remind you every 5 or 10 minutes that Kiryu smokes. He's been smoking since the 80s. He really fucking loves a cigarette. Just don't forget he smokes a lot.
Anything anyway.
Oh, they're being sneaky.
Hey, you! What are you doing with your nose up in our goddamn business?
Who are you?
Don't give me that. You know damn well we're the Seru clan.
Calm down. I'm just having a little smoke break. Sorry if I caused a misunderstanding.
Can I just say, it's such a stupid idea to send Kiryu to the Seru clan offices. Don't send the very famous Yakuza member, who everyone knows, to go investigate the Yakuza offices. It's full of Yakuza. They're probably gonna go, that's Kiryu.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I would have believed you if you weren't so calm in the face of Yakuza.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm leaving.
This man was the chairman of the Tojo clan briefly.
Hell no. Not until you tell us why you were staring at our office. We'll even give you a tour. Come on, don't be shy. Not like you're gonna learn anything from way over here.
Why would you send Kiryu to do this?
You're one of them Daidoji, aren't you?
What?
Now we get a reaction out of you.
What are you talking about?
Just got an anonymous message. Came here with this photo. Says you work for the Daidoji too. Real polite like. You were spying on us, but it looks like someone else was spying on you the whole time.
Jane says, wait, Kiryu smokes? Yeah, apparently Kiryu smokes. I'm sure that won't have consequences for him later.
What do they want with us?
There will never be a consequence for him smoking.
You know who sent you that photo?
Never.
They say anything else?
Nah, nothing. But they were right on the money about you snooping around here.
Also, Jane, that AA thumbnail is perfect. Thank you. Perfect as always.
I'm interested in knowing who sent you that photo. But I've no...
I mean, look, Terra says it's not like the trailer revealed it. I hadn't seen that trailer. I'd been avoiding trailers, but, like, yeah, I've been made aware there is a trailer for Infinite Wealth that maybe implies there's some consequences for, like, 40-plus years of smoking.
Business with you. Let me pass.
I'm glad, Jane, I'm glad to see that it was not a super late finish on AA. That's always good. Hurrah. Anyway, I gotta kill these fuckers. You need to stop beating me up. That's mean of them. Let me beat them up. That's why I'm here, so I can do the beating. This is still early in the game. I've not yet got my full power set, so I am mildly at risk of injury. I've got no shame. I will fucking set this to easy if I need to. I am here for a power fantasy, not to necessarily actually be challenged. Do I have anything in the, yeah. Here we go. Well, I'm glad it worked. It worked well, Jane. Hurrah! Here we go. Kiryu, kick that man. Heavy Man says this is actually the easiest Like a Dragon game on normal. I mean, maybe. My point remains. I have played through this series, and I'm not like. I'll start playing on normal, but the second I face like any real resistance, I'll just turn it to easy because I am here for the power fantasy. I'm not here to get my ass kicked like 6 times in a row. I'm here to be Kiryu, the Dragon of Dojima, the man who was like taking out entire armies by himself with just his fists. Like I wanna live that fantasy of being competent at fighting.
I know.
Yeah, thought so. Is today the first time you got a message from this guy?
Why the hell should I tell you anything?
Yeah, I've played through this once already in the Japanese audio, and you can kind of just button mash your way through a lot of the game, and I'm here for that.
You failed ganging up on a spy, would you? Seems like a bad look for the Seru clan. Ugh. Either way, we won't be seeing each other again. Sorry for the trouble.
Also,
Hey! You get your ass back.
yeah, don't tell them you got your ass beat, but also don't tell them, because then they might look at the CCTV and go, oh, that's Kiryu, that is. That's what we're trying to avoid.
Interesting. So the Seru clan had nothing to do with the attack.
Most likely. But you never thought they did you? More importantly, it appears someone is watching me. Someone who knows I'm working for the Daidoji.
Sometimes it feels like Daidoji's watching me.
From the timing, we can assume they're connected to the attack on the dock. Must be Mr. X himself.
Oh.
Or someone working with him. Furthermore, they could be watching you as we speak, correct?
Yeah. Does feel like I've got eyes on me. Guess they've been tailing me for a while.
Heavy Man says, it's funny that absolutely nobody thinks
I
that
could
Kiryu
try,
died
but
to mere mortal bullets. Oh yeah, no, a bullet to the gut ain't gonna kill
There's a
Kiryu.
better way to handle this.
Did you drop a nuke on the building? If not, Kiryu's probably still
I'll
fine.
leave them somewhere nice and quiet, then grab them. Once I shake them up, I'll see what they know about Mr. X. Can't be more than 2 men tailing me. A simple task.
Yeah.
I see. Indeed, I suppose that would be no problem for you. All right then. I'll head to where you are. Doobie.
This man is not just the protagonist, I think it's fucking hilarious that it seems pretty likely that this man's gonna die of lung cancer in the next game. It sure seems like that's where it's going. And I love how many things this man has survived, and it's the smoking that gets him. I think that is very, very Yakuza. The one place Kiryu did not see the fatal threat coming from was from inside the house. The call was coming. A bullet, fine. Smoke, he's like, ah, shit, I invited you in. Oh, you got me. I trusted you, Smoke.
This with me, don't you?
Thinking Sabercat. I grew up, like, down on the south coast in Dorset. Now I live kind of near London. But I had a Canadian parent, so that kind of... Some of my accent is that. Like, Dorset / London / Canada is the weird soup that made my voice.
Just come with us nice and quiet.
Oh.
We already know who you are.
Was not expecting that voice.
Kiryu-san.
I don't know what you're talking about. You must be thinking of someone else.
Stefano Muesli, we don't know that Kiryu's cancer is due to smoke, but the way that the man who erased his name every 5 minutes shows you him smoking and being like, remember, he smokes, remember. Like, it feels pretty clear that that's what it is. This man smoked a few too many, and that of all things is what's getting him. Sorry you just got here, but do I spot super readable, accessible subtitles? Yes, big subtitles with speaker tags in various colors. Large subtitles on a opaque background. They're good subtitles.
But
right, isn't this is pretty solid subtitle design? No stylized font. Yeah.
Sure you're all right showing me your face? Everyone else is too shy.
I ain't your enemy. But you think we could talk someplace else? Someone from Daidoji's on his way here, ain't he?
Who knows? Like I said, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, this man's...
If you're gonna play dumb...
And this man's voice is the first one that, like, isn't what I expected out of the dub. Also, yet more people have realized he's Kiryu.
You're going up against the Dragon of Dojima.
What's it been, like 5 minutes since someone last recognized him as Kiryu?
Get him, boys!
Get him, boys!
Got it, boss!
Ready for this.
Oh yeah, and here's the Spider-Man whip for anyone who missed it earlier. Kiryu just kind of has Spider-Man powers now a little bit. The extent of his disguise isn't even sunglasses. Sunglasses would partially obscure his face. They're regular glasses. The lenses aren't obscuring anything. Yeah, it would be really nice for them to go back and do dubs for the older games. I don't know if they will. Look, I considered streaming all of the Yakuza games on stream, and I might still do the older games at some point. But, you know, I streamed the RPG one, Like a Dragon, when it came out, and that was really fun to stream. And I want to stream the sequel, but it's like half of that game, it seems, is going to be about Kiryu, so I'm like, cool, I'm going to stream at least this one shorter game that is, like, clearly a set, like, it's setting up how Kiryu ends up in Infinite Wealth at the end of this month, so I'm like, I'll stream this one. People will at least be somewhat familiar with Kiryu when we go play a game in Hawaii that he shows up in. Look, I could see them maybe dubbing some of the old Yakuzas. The one I don't see them doing is Zero. Like, Zero was made at a point where the PC version and the console version are not even the same game. On Game Pass, you can't use your save between the two of them, because one of them's Yakuza 0 and one's Yakuza 0 for PC. Shit like that. Like, those early games are kind of in a bit of a ropey state, and I would be surprised if they did the effort to go back and dub them at this point.
Afraid I can't do that.
Figured as much. That's the Dragon of Dojima for you.
Man in a suit! We gotta get him.
Let's go.
Defeat the man in a suit. Oh. Yeah, so many kicks. Stop kicking me, sir. I need to punch you. This is important. Okay, sometimes you'll see a powerful enemy do this. If you do dodge just before their attack, you can do a cool counter. It does feel pretty awesome. Oh no, he's got his heat meter. There we go, haha. AJ says, there's a slight bit of absurdity to these games that's just enough that makes them endearing to me. Couldn't agree more. If these were played, like, deadly serious, I wouldn't be into this series, but it's the little bit of silliness that keeps me here.
Just Osakan travelers. From the Omi Alliance.
That would be why they were wearing the Omi masks.
But you sure know the Omi Alliance, don't you?
What are the Omi doing in Yokohama?
Well, why else would we be here? Came looking for you.
Kiryu, you're doing such a bad job of being dead.
Back in Osaka, who still don't buy that Kazuma Kiryu kicked the bucket.
Why did you attack the docks last night?
Yeah, it'll be because people talk about this series in terms of like very serious drama and then silly wackiness, and usually they're referring to like, you do your serious conversation, then you go play, like, do a silly karaoke song. But I think it's more than that. I think it's, you do the serious conversation, and then you have a very serious fight, but there are, like, magic blue flames coming off of everyone's body, and it's all a bit anime. It's like, even at that degree, it's like, serious, serious, serious. Yeah, but we're not gonna, like, ground ourselves that much. Magic flame wheel kick.
If Kazuma Kiryu's still breathing, that means somebody went through a whole mess of trouble to make it seem otherwise. Somebody who's got an in with the cops and the government. Who could pull off something like that in Hiroshima, where you supposedly died?
Okay, so you not only know I'm alive, but you've worked out everything.
First thing that came to mind.
You've worked out who faked my death, like...
So we thought we'd try to nab that guy who looked like your handler. Wanted to squeeze some info out of him. If you were alive, and if so, where you
They
were
knew we
holding-
were alive before they even saw me.
You were after Hanawa.
Yep, so we pretended to be those terrorists and chatted up the Americans about smuggling gold. They must have been real suspicious of us. But that's nothing a nice fat commission can't fix. And sure enough, the CIA went straight to the Daidoji to get that job taken care of. That's what we had to go through, just to make you guys come out of the woodwork.
Looks like this guy is Mr.
So,
X.
from the beginning, you expected the CIA to rely on the Daidoji for the smuggling.
Yep. But when we saw you last night in the flesh, well, there was no need to bother with the other guy after that. Might as well make contact with you directly.
So my other favorite thing about this game, and like we're already starting to get it, but like it's gonna start being a real thing very soon, is Kiryu being presented with like entire mountains of evidence that he is Kiryu, while clearly being Kiryu, and then being like, sorry, I don't know what you mean. I am Joryu. Kiryu is a man who is dead. I am not him. I am Joryu. Just very... It's like we have video evidence of your death being faked, and like we have like every single GPS coordinate where you've been since like you allegedly died, and it's you. It'd be like, don't know what you mean. I'm Joryu.
That guy you didn't need to bother with is coming to pick me up.
Fine work as usual, Joryu. Defeating all your pursuers in one fell swoop. But I believe you said there would be no more than 2.
Hey, I still got the job done, didn't I?
Indeed. But there may be more on the way.
Sorry, boss. I'm about as good at counting as I am at being dead.
Mind introducing yourself?
He hasn't told me his name. Only that he's from the Omi Alliance.
Mr. L said, I heard that Kiryu had a different English voice in another appearance. Judgment, maybe? The one that jumps to mind for me is there was an original English dub for Yakuza back in the day. The one that I believe had Mark Hamill as Majima, which presumably would have different voiced Kiryu. Real shame they didn't stick with that.
Then why don't we continue this conversation in the car? We'll have plenty of time to learn all we need.
I don't think I'm imagining that. There was a previous Yakuza dub that had Mark Hamill as Majima, right?
So the Omi Alliance coordinated
He was in
last
7,
night's
cool.
attack.
Oh yeah, he
In order
was
to
in
locate
7.
Kazuma Kiryu.
Yeah, but they tracked down the wrong person. They mistook me for this Kiryu guy.
I wasn't born yesterday. Look, I'm just trying to do the job they handed to me.
How very interesting. I hope you know we won't let you go until you tell us who put you up to this.
Yeah, we'll check that.
Doing the interrogation all by yourself? Hanawa-san.
Yeah.
So what if I am?
Because that mean you're the only one stuck on Kiryu-san.
Sorry, yeah, I'm just reading about this now. What Artist Synth was saying. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Mark Hamill definitely did voice Majima in a Yakuza game, an English dub that previously happened. There's video footage of him in the booth doing the voiceover session. He does not remember voicing Majima. He does not remember that role existing, but he did. There is video of him being Majima.
Sound about right.
What's that supposed to mean? Just what are you?
Oopsie. Surprise, surprise, there's people who were willing to kill to get proof that you were alive. Aren't gonna play nice by the rules.
I saw it all! That black van just ran right into that car!
Oh, time for me to have to do, boss. I have to actually be competent for this fight. This was the fight where on my first playthrough I turned the game down to easy. I was just like, can't be arsed with this fight. Cannot be arsed having this man kick my ass. This man is fairly sturdy.
Fuck this! Let's go!
Oh yeah, no, there's work projects I've done that people tell me about. I'm like, I did that?
As a matter of fact, you're gonna be giving us a little help.
I'm not Kiryu.
Can I just say my favorite thing is when the subtitle, the name tag says Kiryu as he goes, I'm not Kiryu. Ignore my speaker tag in the subtitles. Don't read that. I'm not Kiryu.
But if it's a fight you want, I'll give it to you.
Now I hear you. Those Daidoji boys have got you tight by the balls, don't they? If you want, we can make them loosen that grip on you.
You what?
Shishido. Deal with him. He's the only one from Daidoji here right now.
Can I just say, this man's entire outfit is very powerful.
You.
The black and gold jacket with the Omi mask, superb style.
And what's your deal? Reduced to being Daidoji's dog? Legendary dragon.
Echo, I really wouldn't be surprised if the game, like, if subtitles were mandatory, I think they'd make that stupid fourth wall joke.
You're just an obstacle to these guys.
Yes, so it would seem.
Shishido, put the knives away.
Oh.
Wouldn't want to kill Kiryu-san.
Fine. Then I'll just beat him half to death.
No, let me use my knives. He's not Kiryu. He said so. Let me use my knives.
Show me what you got.
Okay, can I actually do this fight today? Let's find out. Man in a Hanayana mask. Can I afford any upgrades? I can't afford the upgrade I wanted to get, which was boost heat gauge. But 35k. Is there anything I actually want that's available right now? No, not really.
Let's go.
Okay, I've got to really chip away at this man's health bar. Yeah, this man is a damn tough fight. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, no, not in the main story, but I think a side, like, you could have a side story where a character breaks the fourth wall. This is the series where there's like, help me, my giant Roomba's out of control and is sucking up human beings on the street. You must help me defeat my Roomba son. I'm not doing great at this fight, but we're gonna try for it. Come on. Can I brute force through with the heat gauge? Okay, we did it. We did it on the first try. I'm better than I was the first time I did this.
So you're sticking to all these fancy new moves.
Oh, there's a second phase to this, isn't there?
Leave that shit for
Oh, the second phase is the bit I had trouble with. I remember now. There's a second
the one who
phase.
walks away.
This is where we get our other fighting style.
Then fucking kill me!
You don't like being shown up, then. That's fine.
This is probably the only time I will
any way you
seriously use the other fighting style.
Still gonna beat you into submission, though.
Gonna teach me a lesson.
Gotta stop being a fancy boy. I've gotta be a down and dirty Yakuza man. I took off my glasses. Now I'm a street fighting punk.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to see this side of you. I just hope you got the moves to back it up.
I mean, we just had a boss fight with Man in Suit. Ooh, it's Man in Suit.
School's out. Round 2 is on.
Oh god. Please tell me my health's... Nope, my health is not refilled. Okay, this is bad. Okay.
Let's go.
Now, hopefully, if I have to restart, I restart from the second phase. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta do the tutorial stuff. Yeah, hopefully they don't make us redo phase 1. They just give us full health back and let us start from phase 2, and then I might have a chance at doing this. I seem to remember this game is pretty good about checkpointing for multi-phase boss fights. I don't have 4 sodas yet. I've not been able to go to a convenience store yet. This is too early in the game for me to have filled my pockets with energy drinks. Okay. Yeah, I'm restarting from this point. Okay, we might be alright then. I started on basically no health. Oh, I do have to redo the tutorial each time before I can deal him damage. Can I do this? Come on. Yeah, oh yeah, the man is not wearing a mask yet. He's still man in a Hanayama mask. Maybe we can do this? Come on, am I better at this game than I was when I first played it? I say as I suddenly take a shit ton of damage. Okay. This is not my preferred fighting style, but I'm gonna do my best to win on this attempt with it. Okay, we did it. Cool. We had full health going in. I did the fight. We're all good on normal. Yeah, I appreciate the checkpointing.
Go ahead, pick it up. I don't mind. No rules in a fight to the death, right?
Damn geezer. You think you've won?
Yeah, I do.
Enough!
Bullet could not kill me. Knife will be nothing.
Kiryu-san, quit resisting and come with us. Or Hanama-san's a dead man.
May I say something? Spit it out. Kiryu, listen to me very carefully. What's most important to you? Who do you want to protect more than anything?
The orphans!
Think about that. And you'll know what you
I gotta stay dead for the orphans.
What I'm saying is, don't worry about me. I'm a professional. It's my own error that got me into this.
Hanawa! Shut it, will ya? Shishio, what were you planning on doing with that knife?
Stabbing.
Don't forget why we're here. Get in.
I'm just gonna do a little stabbing. Captain, let me do a little stab.
Hurry up and get in the damn car.
Look, just because you're gonna murder a man doesn't mean you get rid of honorifics.
Let's try this again from the top, all right? But don't do anything stupid, or Hanao-san will be dead meat. He'll be sinking to the bottom of Yokohama Harbor before you can blink.
What are you after?
I want to have a nice long chat with you.
Mr. L, I think the opening credits were 2 separate words, if I remember right. Yong Yi.
Here any minute.
At least tell me your
I might be wrong.
It's Seru, from the Omi Alliance's Watase family.
Ah, he told us his name. Dramatic name reveal. I wish every time I told someone my name, a very dramatic reveal occurred.
You're well acquainted with our patriarch, yeah? Masaru Watase.
He's a guy from the old Yakuzas.
Which means he's top dog of the Yakuza world.
He's the big boss of the Yakuzas.
I'm here because the Patriarch needs your strength.
What does he need me for? I'm dead. Why would he need me?
Sorry for the trouble. I'll be out of here in a minute. Could I get a hand cleaning up?
Oh, sure. Just come right this way.
Thanks.
So, we're about to get a real good sense of the timeline of exactly when this is happening in relation to the RPG one, Like a Dragon. Do you remember Ichiban, the protagonist of the Yakuza RPG game? Got nearly killed and left in the trash near the homeless camp, and Nanba, one of our party members who used to be a nurse, who's now homeless, spends a few days like cleaning up your gunshot wound that was in the trash, in a little hut in the homeless camp. Yeah, he's literally unconscious in a tent like 6 feet from us right now.
Oh, no skin off my back. But that was one nasty brawl you got yourself into. You and that other guy were really something. We were scared out of our wits, right, guys?
What is this place?
A homeless camp. It's a haven for outcasts like us.
That green tent over there.
Everyone who ends up living here has been through a whole
That's
lot.
where Ichiban is right
Take
now.
that tent over there. That guy was a nurse up until recently. In fact, he was treating a guy with a gunshot wound just a few days ago.
A gunshot wound?
Don't listen to him. This guy's always exaggerating shit.
I'm not exaggerating. You saw him too.
That guy with the scruffy looking hair.
He's still sleeping in there right now.
Just keep your voice down. Oh shit. Look over there.
This homeless camp honestly is a real center pillar of society.
I don't want any trouble around here.
Also,
good.
I really appreciate that this Yakuza game gives you a bunch of side quest content that is like, hey, don't let people be mean to homeless people. There's like 3 or 4 different major side quests in this game that are like, people are taking advantage of the homeless community? Fuck them up. Keep homeless people safe. They deserve better than what they get. Like, yeah, you got your priorities right, game. Okay, I gotta get away from the police. Except why would I need to get away? I'm Joryu, who's never done a crime. Not Kiryu, the crime doer. If they ask who I am, I'll simply say I'm Joryu, who hasn't done a crime. Not Kiryu, who did many crimes. And they'll have to let me go. Okay. We got to avoid the cops. Until Serena calls it's a waiting game. I should find somewhere to have a smoke. Gotta find somewhere to do smoking. I mean, we could, or we could just like stop at the arcade. Sega is fucking wild. I was having a conversation with with someone about this. I saw this pointed out originally by one of the members of Outside Xbox or Outside Extra. This is it's called Sega Racing Classic 2. One sec. This is the only good HD port that exists of one of Sega's arcade racing games. If you want to play this particular arcade racer,
please select a race course.
It basically only exists here in Yakuza.
Beginner. Please select the level of the car. Easy level car. Please choose manual, automatic. Gentlemen.
Yeah, one of the Virtual Fighter games is in a similar state. Yeah, look at this gorgeous port that doesn't exist outside of Yakuza.
3, 2, 1, go!
This is such a nice, clean, clean redo.
extension. Let's to go. Hang in there. Guard that rear bumper.
I'm no good at this, but again, why would you do such a nice cleanup job and then not, like, put this out somewhere? Right, such good tunes. Yeah, they've left all the right things a little bit old and all the right things new. They've captured the old vibe without sacrificing the things that make the original interesting. Oh, I'm really screwing this up. I'm doing so badly at this. Yeah, I'm gonna quit out there, but, like, that's such a nice port to not do anything with. Yeah, yeah, you used to be able to do that in Animal Crossing. You used to be able to unlock a bunch of old Nintendo games just in Animal Crossing, which was great. Back before your virtual consoles and whatnot. Okay, let me swap back to my good fighting style. Here we go. Now I can turn on my superpowers and just absolutely murder everyone. Timber says, I will confess something. My favorite part of this game is the hostess minigame. The really uncanny one with the with the video footage rather than the CGI. Are you talking about that one? Because if so, sure. Oh, guess this'll work. Time for Kiryu to have another smoke. We've got to make sure he has a smoke every chance he gets. Now we're going to sneak through here. I know where we're at. If they would let us cross that bridge up there, yeah, sorry, this bridge here. If they would let us cross this bridge, we'd be really near the karaoke place. Let me do karaoke game. Incompetent Hero says, I hate playing them, but the image of Kiryu hunched over a bunch of a slot car table next to a bunch of kids is one of my favorite things. I don't enjoy the slot car minigame. I do love imagining Kiryu playing the slot car racing. Okay, there's cops around. They won't be around for long. There we go, they move on. Now I can go buy some more cigarettes. This is... Gotta buy some smokes for Kiryu. Get a Mountain Dew for citrusy flavor and no actual benefit.
Kiryu. We lost Hanawa's GPS signal here. We need to hear what happened. Get back to the temple now.
Hold on. The people responsible for last night's attack abducted Hanawa. I'm waiting for a phone call from them. Hey!
Like I said, you can tell us everything back at the temple.
Give it back.
So
first, return to the temple.
We are like coming up on 2 hours into this stream. We're almost at the bit where we will have an open area to go find side quests and do silly stuff. We've nearly gotten through the opening epilogue. We've nearly made it to the game.
I see.
We're like nearly 2 hours
So they
in. We've
call
nearly made it
themselves
to
Omi
where the
Alliance.
game takes place. I love
There
you,
was no
Kuza.
definitive proof of that, was there? Which means you can't say for certain if they're really with the Omi.
Yeah, that's why I need that phone back. If they call and I don't answer it, Hanawa will be in danger.
You don't need to worry about that. The phone signal has been cut off. Wouldn't want a GPS giving our location away.
What?
I'm saying that even if they do call, it won't go through.
Oh, lovely. Well, lovely to see comment, but on a depressing topic. Saint Dharma in the Twitch chat says, "I've just finished your book. It's been hard to finish because as a near lifelong video gamer, I realized that everything that happens to the protagonist is something that's happened for real in the thing I love, and it's heartbreaking." You've not quite finished, and I'll say this. I hope by the time you do finish, you'll feel a little less depressed about it, because, like, that book was very much an outlet for me and my wife to be like, everything is kind of fucked, but there is hope things can be better. And I hope that that's the note it ends up leaving you on, because, yeah, it's... The feeling you have now reading that book is the feeling that, like, I had going into writing that book about the industry, and it was cathartic to write, but it was cathartic to write with the view of there is hope things can be better, and hopefully that's how it lands for you. But I appreciate you reading the book, and I'm glad it has been impactful, even if it sucks to be like, yep, this industry I love is kind of trash sometimes. Oops.
Then, why did you bring me here?
Oh, yes.
Who said you could ask questions? Your report's not over.
The book is called Who Hunts the Whale? It's available now. It's a novel that me and my lovely wife Jane wrote together. A satirical, or maybe not so satirical, look at the video game industry and working conditions inside AAA game development studios. Definitely not parodying any particular company that might have released a game that rhymes with Call of Duty. And someone's one-woman quest to try and fix bad practices in the games industry, in an industry that is not very good at being fought back against sometimes. Wink. Legally distinct. Any similarities to any game developer you're thinking of right now are purely coincidence. As the paragraph at the front of the book says, if you think this is similar to any real-world company name or game title or like any particular company, that's a pure coincidence. This is fiction. It's not real.
Let's hear the rest of it.
Enough of this! I don't know what's going on!
You're not supposed to. Just who do you think you are?
We can't afford to be wasting time like this.
They go rescue my boss.
They're gonna kill Hano if I don't stay in contact.
And if they do, it'll mean he's done talking.
What?
Hanawa's capture means we have to resign ourselves to a breach of confidentiality. After all, if they resort to torture, no way could he keep his lips sealed.
Yeah, this is
your fault, Joryu.
This is a very clear power grab. They're not going to go rescue their boss. They're going to say it's because, well, what if he squealed? We just have to assume that that's the case and let him get killed. You know, it's not because of that. They want a power grab. They want to go for the top spot, and if their boss never gets rescued, they move up slightly in the ranks.
But even if things do get out, we'll just have to retreat.
Look, I'll say this.
Again.
You're just gonna abandon Hanawa? Before
Supremacy,
you even try to save him?
Supremacy Software in Who Hunts the Whale used to have a different studio name. The original draft of that book, I won't say what the studio name was, but it was inside the boardroom of... I mean, look, if any of you listen to Queer and Pleasant Strangers, you'll know the original hodgepodge of game studio names that were jumbled together to make the original title of the studio in that book, maybe.
If he were truly loyal to the Daidoji, he would have already killed himself. And if he hasn't, he's now worth the risk we need to take to save him.
Is that how the Daidoji do things? Or do you just not want the blame to fall on you for all this?
Don't speak like you know anything. Get him.
It wasn't a...
We should have done this from the beginning.
It was much more of a...
You were a legendary Yakuza.
Smushed a bunch of things
But
together
in the
kind of
end,
name.
How are you any different from us? We both operate in the shadows, do we not? You will get no more special treatment. When there's an assignment for you, it will not be pleasant. And if you refuse, both you and those children in Okinawa will be punished.
There's always a guy like you, huh? Disgusting use of power.
My name is Yoshimura. I'm looking forward to our time together. Make him understand his position.
Oh, I dropped my
Take
controller.
as much time as you like.
Give me back that
I got
phone.
too shocked by the crimes happening to Kiryu. Sorry,
We can
Joryu.
still save Hanawa.
I don't think they're gonna let you go save your friend. I mean, he's your boss who keeps threatening to murder the orphans, but like, he was nicer than this guy.
We don't like this any more than you do, Kiryu-san.
I don't know, you do seem to be enjoying it more than
But,
the man getting
well,
his face punched.
Since we're gonna be working together from here on out, how about we introduce ourselves with our fists?
They captured one of your own, and yet you're still doing whatever that bastard tells you. Someday, you'll be the one left for dead.
Well, you might be right, but at least we'll last longer than you.
Yeah.
Pardon the interruption. What is it? There is something I must show you. This here is the phone Kiryu-san was carrying. It's not supposed to be on, is it? Something about the enemy discovering our location?
Thank you, old monk man.
Why not turn it off?
Why? Because I wish to save Hanawa-san, of course.
Oh, this isn't meant to be turned on, is it? Exactly what I want.
What are you doing?
Incompetent terror, that's
Introduce
great.
ourselves with our fists, right? So how about we get better acquainted?
Joryu, you cocky little... Let's go!
Oh, I kick their asses.
Let's go.
There we go. None of them are dead. Kiryu has never killed anyone. Actually, these people could be dead. Joryu, if these people are dead, Joryu killed them, it's fine.
To resolve things. We still have a ways to go in our training, don't we?
Is this really what you wanted? It might not end well for you.
Please, do not worry. I'm not even a real monk. This temple and I are simply a facade. Just part of the front for the Daidoji faction.
Yeah. I thought that might be the case.
Please save Hanawa-san. To tell you the truth, I was the one who recruited him.
You're secretly
Once
a boss
upon a
in the
time,
organization, are you?
I was one of the Daidoji's treasurers. I needed someone capable to work under me. So I pulled him into this criminal underworld.
Please help save my work, son.
Lacking in personality, but when it really mattered, you could always count on him.
I agree. And because of that,
Go save him.
I won't let him die in their hands. We still have a chance to save him now that I have this phone back.
You must get out of here. More men will be coming. If you do not make it out of here, you will not save him.
Yeah.
That's alright. I'll just fight every single person in this building.
Ready for this?
You've seen how many people I've beaten up. Like, you know I'm the Dragon of Dojima, all of you agents. Like, you know what I'm capable of. Just let me leave. Like, you're not going to stop me. If I fought off, like, 100-person armies, you're not going to be the one agent that takes me down. Just accept that. And none of you have to get hurt today. Incompetent Hero, look, if you play these games right, they're not that far off of a Dynasty Warriors title. They're just... Let me do lots of murders and feel very powerful with my fists. Well, look, yeah, they realize that bullets don't work, so why bother with bullets anymore? Bullets clearly don't work. I love the heat gauge mode for the technical fighter. Just swirl around doing, like, spinning kicks that hit everyone in the vicinity. Oh, you kicked me in the shins. What's that gonna do to me? What if I pick up your knife? Haha, I have... Oh, no, okay. Yeah, let me pick up a knife. Haha. You all have knives, but so do I. I have knife. Oh, slapped me. Fine, I'll get back to slapping. I don't need a knife.
Going somewhere, Mr. Legendary Yakuza.
Ooh, an umbrella. Ooh. Oh, a gunbrella. A laser gunbrella. Here we go, here we go. Now you are dead, sir. Haha. Sorry, can't step up that very light step. I've gotta punch that out of the way. Knife shoe!
Don't think so, dickhead. You ain't getting away from us.
I would love to see high fantasy Yakuza. I want to see like wizard Majima. I want to see sci-fi space Majima. Put Yakuza in all sorts of weird settings that make no sense. I'm here for it. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Ah, you've used up my whole bloody heat gauge. I didn't get a single cool hit on you, sir. I don't appreciate that. Here we go. Yeah, you could do a space Yakuza just fine. And Goblin Hero says, if a man flip kicked me with both feet connecting, I would just quit on the spot. With knives in his shoes as well. Remember this. This man has knives in his shoes and he's kick-flipping me. I'm just no-selling it. Alright, where are we going now? Went wrong way out of that room. Here we go.
There he is! Don't let Zoryu get away!
What about Kiryu? Will you let Kiryu get away? Can Kiryu leave? We out. Nope, more knifemen.
Oh, I would have loved to see that crush you just now.
Oh no! Thumbtacks! I'd like to fight you away from the thumbtacks, sir. Can you come fight me over here? Oh, I would love to play a Survivors game in the Yakuza universe. That would be real fun. Oh, I'm so excited for Deep Rock Survivors soon. Down. It's having its early access release in early 2024, so it's sometime like I believe they were aiming for like January, February time. But pretty soon. Considering how much playtime I got out of the demo and how much it's going to have at launch on early access, I am feeling positive about it. Oh, sorry, we've just been raided. Welcome, raiders. Hi, everyone. We are playing Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the man who erased his name. This is basically Yakuza 6.5. We are playing as Kiryu. He faked his death. He's not very good at it. People keep recognizing it's him. Oh no, he is unwebbable. Okay, come on. Oh! Okay, I should maybe swap to strong style just so I can fucking hit through your block.
Let's go.
Oh, come on. Come on, just a little more and get that heat gauge up. You're doing such nimble backflips, sir. Oh, okay, yeah, the backflip is your cue for you're about to do big laser, I see. Ah, didn't dodge it. Here we go, here we go. Time to kick this man's ass. Ah! I might swap this to easy soon. I can do this, but I'm using healing items, and I'm like, the only real difference would be health bar lower. I use fewer healing items. I've got more cash to spend on my upgrades. We'll see. I'll stick normal for now, but I was like, I'll give it a go on normal. I'm like, I can do it on normal, but I had more fun on easy.
Now you've really done it. You've made an enemy of the entire Daidoji just to save one man.
Out of my way. I just lost my patience with incompetent leadership.
Why go to such lengths to save Hanoa?
Because he's a good guy, and I'm a good guy.
Pair of eyes on you. What is
He's
it
my
to you if
friend.
he's tortured or killed somewhere?
I've given up my past, my life, and even my name. I have no hope for the future. He's the only connection I've made during this dull, pathetic existence.
To think that the Dragon of Dojima would sound so pitiful.
Even when a Yakuza put a gun to his head, Hanoa told me not to bother saving him.
Kiryu's got ideals.
Wanted me to prioritize myself and the people I care about.
He's a good,
over his
honorable
own life.
man.
If I turn my back on him and become your lapdog, what would I have left?
Can I just say, I'm so excited for Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, because any of you who either played or watched my stream of Like a Dragon, the one with Ichiban, the Dragon Quest protagonist who was just a goofy little so-and-so, I'm so ready for a game that is a double act between sweet and sincere, but like serious, I'm taking things seriously, like very competent Kiryu, and I'm also sweet and sincere, but also a bumbling fucking dumbass Ichiban. They're gonna make such a fun double act. I'm ready for serious cop, incompetent cop to be best friends. I want them to be best friends. It's gonna be great.
What a load of bull. Why the hell should I care?
Yeah, didn't think you'd understand. And to be honest, I don't care. But if you're gonna stand in my way, I'm gonna have to make you step aside.
Fine by me. Bring it on!
Ready for this?
Okay, let's just focus on one at a time, get my meter up, try not to get surrounded by too many people, keep my eyes on anyone near me. Hanoa has a gun, so I'll be aware of that. Oh no, he did just shoot me. I took a couple of... Yeah, I just took a couple more gunshots. Now, one gunshot was enough to, like, put me in the hospital in a cutscene, but now that we're in, like, gameplay, I can take, like, 7, 8, 9 gunshots and be, like, fairly okay. Just a little peppering of bullets. Yeah, see? Took 3 gunshots there. I'm still fine. Yoshimura, that's the guy.
I'll fill your corpse with bullet holes.
Yeah, they only had one good plot bullet. The rest of these are just normal bullets now, sorry. Stop shooting me! There we go. Got him. Okay, the phone is finally ringing from the kidnappers.
Yeah, it's on now.
Thought maybe you turned your back on Hanawa-san.
I take it he's alive?
Yup. Ain't gonna go and kill a valuable hostage. Make sure to come to the place I'm about to tell you. It's called Survive. It's a joint in Ijincho's bar district. I'll be waiting there for you.
Survive Bar?
Make sure to
That's where we did all the karaoke in the RPG one. We know that place.
Don't worry about it. We can track your location with the GPS after all. And no turning that phone off without warning again, alright? Be seeing you.
These are locations I know. Yeah, Survive Bar. This, again, very closely interacting with Ichiban. Ichiban was living upstairs in here for a while.
I'm meeting someone.
Go right ahead.
Right, it's a smart reuse of these assets. It's a good excuse to be like, hey, you're wondering what Kiryu was up to during this story that he showed up at the end of? There you go. We'll just like set some scenes in places you know.
Friend here, one of what I'm having.
Of course.
I mean, the Yakuza series generally has done a pretty good job of like
why this place?
Reusing locations in interesting ways.
It's the safest spot in all of Ijincho. Usually, the scary-ass bartender's keeping a close eye on things. But sounds like he's got a bad back today.
Yes, he's out sick. Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Let me do karaoke here. We're in the karaoke place. Let me do a karaoke, please, game. I want to hear. I want to hear English Kiryu's karaoke voice.
Thought you'd bring a few of your men with you.
I just want to talk. Need you to open up your heart to me a bit.
How's Hanawa?
Still breathing. He's part of the reason I want to chat.
You said you're operating under orders from Watase. Isn't he in jail?
Oh, I saw a bunch of snow today. It was great. There was snow outside.
We got our orders right before he went in. Yep, it's taken us that long to follow your trail.
I would buy the hell out of just a Yakuza karaoke side game.
From you.
Sorry to break it to you, but I'm not this Kazuma Kiryu.
Kiryu, I'm not this Kiryu you're looking for.
Knock it off already. From watching you, we figure we've got the gist of what's going on. You made some kind of deal with the Daidoji faction, didn't you?
Ooh, I have chocolate buttons in my office.
I'm guessing. Their end involves protecting Haruka Sawamura and the kiddos at Morning Glory. Anyway, here's my theory. Daidoji was a fixer, and he had a secret society with a nasty reputation. The Omi Alliance that supposedly killed you in Hiroshima. Our muscle for. You beat their pants off. But in order to make a deal with the Daidoji, you had no choice but to die. Which means you agreed to all this. That being the case, I'm thinking maybe you were the one who came up with the whole idea.
Yeah, you really have worked me out.
Those precious little tots.
There's literally a photo of Kiryu on the table, and he's like, "Don't know who you mean. That's not me." Yeah, it's. Kiryu just wants to help the little kiddos, just protect the orphans. Although I will say, now I've paused this photo, there's like 3 or 4 orphans here who look like they're just wearing paper masks in front of like their actual face. Like that one in the red shirt on the very left. The shadow under the chin makes it look like you put a mask over your face. You see what I mean?
Speaking of kids, say we take them hostage too. Would you talk to us then?
Go ahead. Try it. You, your crew, Watase. I'll make you regret you were ever born.
Well, seems like my theory was on the money.
It's Tsuruno, right? Supposing I am Kazuma Kiryu. What does Watase want with me?
What if I am the man I very clearly am? Then what? What if that man who is clearly me is me?
Before I can tell you that, I'll need you to promise me you'll do it. Else, my lips are sealed. No guarantee on Hanawa-san's life.
Oh, Echo, I wish I could go back to that photo. You're right, that kid in the middle in the green did... I was trying to work out what... something about that kid in the green was getting me. He looks like he's wearing a Reggie Fils-Aimé mask.
Either.
You want me to agree to something before knowing what it is?
There's something in it for you, too, of course. If you accept our deal, I'll get rid of that Daidoji collar around your neck.
What?
It's simple. All you gotta do is die. One more time. If you do what the boss is asking, we'll fake Kazuma Kiryu's death once again. But this time, it won't be the world you're deceiving. It'll be the Daidoji. If they think you're dead, ain't no point watching you any longer, yeah? Haruka, Sawamura, and the other kids.
If you work for us, we'll fake your death within your faked death.
Might just be able to meet up once in a while.
Yeah, what are we going to do when Joryu's dead? He's going to have to pick another clever name like Sanryu. That's the Hello Kitty people, right?
You get to see him again. All them kids at morning glory.
This time when you're dead, you'd get to see the orphans. It's that kid does look like fucking Reggie Fils-Aimé. You're wearing a Reggie Fils-Aimé mask.
Hanawa-san has to die.
What?
If we're gonna convince folks that Kazuma Kiryu died a second time, we'll need Hanawa-san's body. Is that really so bad? He's the very man holding your leash for the Daidoji. Just break away and be free. What's there to worry about? You're about to die and come back to life again, Kiryu-san.
The name's Joryu. There we go. We've made it through. We've made it through the first chapter of the game in about two and a half hours. We're almost at the bit where the game will open up. Like, I love this series, I love these games, but much like with the first Yakuza, you've got to do like a 2 or 3 hour session before you actually kind of get to the game.
You guys ready to leave yet? We've still got to buy flowers.
Ayako, where's my clothes?
I told you I don't know. Come on, you're not Haruto. All right now. Time to go, Haruto.
Could these mysterious children be?
And come back to life again, Kiryu-san. If you agree to come,
AJ, have a good rest of your
the
night.
reward will be considerable. You can put that guarantee on the Watase family name.
But for that to happen, you're saying Hanawa needs to die.
Yup. So here's my plan. First, I'll dredge up a corpse with a build like yours. When the Daidoji find it next to Hanawa-san, they'll think it's you. Publicly, both bodies will be declared unidentified.
Genius big brain plan there.
You find those lying around often?
Don't underestimate the Omi. Shit like that's a piece of cake.
I love that the whole plan is, we'll kill someone who knows you, and put someone who looks like you kind of nearby, and go, that's that guy, so that's probably Kiryu. That's the whole plan.
We even got a corner in the loop. This time it'll be us outwitting the Daidoji.
I see. Sounds like a solid plan.
Too bad I'm not Kiryu.
Now we're speaking the same language.
Sure. We would be if I were actually Kazuma Kiryu.
You still going on about that?
Good plan. Too bad I'm not him.
That's the only reason I came here.
Kiryu-san.
I told you, you've got the wrong guy.
I wear glasses.
Well, sitting here staring at each other's getting us nowhere.
What's that supposed to be?
Just what it looks like. A red tiger.
Yeah, and I'm asking you what it means.
There's someone in charge of the homeless in Osaka Sotenbori. Name's Akame. I want you to find them and show them this.
Hooray!
Hano-san is being taken there as we speak.
We're going to the place that I've
It'll
been
serve
playing
as a
most of
clue to help
Yakuza
you
0
proceed.
in recently.
Why are you doing this?
Because the boss is the only one vouching for you. Rest of us aren't so convinced. Why should I go to all the trouble of bringing you into the fold? We're getting damn tired of waiting for you to prove yourself.
You should have realized from the start. I told you, I'm not...
You say you're not Kazuma Kiryu one more time, and Hanawa gets it. I'll leave you to make your own way to Sotenbori. Bring anyone else, and negotiate.
If you say you're Kiryu, the
can bet
orphans
you'll
get
never
killed.
see
If you say you're not Kiryu,
As for
Hanawa gets
Hanawa-san,
killed.
Good luck
You
finding
just gotta
his
make up a
corpse.
third person to be. I'm Kiryu.
So show the tiger to this Akame guy, and then what?
Go and see for yourself. Akame's territory is on the south side of the Sotenbori River. Ask around there, and someone's bound to know. That's all I feel like telling you.
Is this a game to you?
Yup, but that don't mean you can dilly-dally. If the Dragon of Dojima is really everything they say he is, then he'll find answers soon enough. And if he ain't, then I guess this is all a waste of time. It's up to you if you want to leave Hanawa-san hanging. Literally.
Come on. Give me the free reign so I can go to the karaoke and we can do some karaoke. So I don't know how much more of the plot I'm going to do today. I might just run around doing silly side activities for a bit, because I can.
Hello, it's me, Joryu.
I've been waiting to hear from you. Any update on Hanawa-san?
He's still a hostage, somewhere in Sotenbori, on Omi turf. I'm headed there now.
Very well. What can I do from here?
If you don't hear from me in the next 3 days, pass that info to the Daidoji. It'll mean I failed to save Hanawa. His life will be in your hands.
Will it? I can't imagine the Daidoji will rush in to save you too.
I know. I just figured someone should tell them. Because if I die, then Hanawa's whereabouts die with me.
Very well. I appreciate your consideration.
Ooh, further to the stuff that was being said earlier today, I was talking about the fact that there's probably an Xbox Direct happening next week, and it sounds like both Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves are coming to PlayStation and Switch. There's now more talk from Jeff Grubb suggesting that even more Xbox games are probably coming to PlayStation and Switch. It really seems like Xbox is making quite a wide pivot to bringing some of their exclusives down the line to PlayStation and Switch. That's interesting. Yeah, both Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves are apparently going multi-platform, which is, again, very interesting. Very interesting. Sea of Thieves on Switch suggests Rare back on Switch, which suggests, you know, other things could be open to being on Switch, and that's good. Hooray, the reins have been taken off. I'm pretty sure Karaoke is... this one? Barnu Momoko? That might be where... I'm gonna try and find the karaoke ASAP. Yeah, I've seen the people... I've seen the tweet that suggests maybe new Spyro this year, and I think that's a reasonable assumption to make. Oh yeah, we gotta go talk to the homeless people.
Hey, do you know Akame?
Akame-san? Yeah. Now that you mention it, I saw Akame-san heading into the parking lot. You might catch up if you hurry.
How do I recognize him?
You'll know when you get there, man. Better hurry, though.
Yeah, we're gonna go do some jobs for the person who looks after the local homeless community and make sure they're okay. I am more than up for that particular side quest chain. There we go. Echo says, I was really hyped to get back into Sea of Thieves now it has player versus environment only servers, but apparently if you're using a Bluetooth headset, you just can't get sound while playing it, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That is... Really? Surely that's got to be a bug, right? Surely that's got to be a bug. That said, I've said before, if you want to get into doing that, let me know. I would play PvE Sea of Thieves with you. I hate this damn staircase that I keep vaulting off of. Okay, let's not hold down the vaulting button. I think this is where the karaoke is. Here it is. It's time. I would like to karaoke. Okay. Let's hear these English language karaoke tracks. Oh, it's this one. This one was in Like a Dragon. I love this track. Are we already getting... Okay, I think I might know who the other vocalist is here. Okay, how good can I be at jumping straight into hard mode? This is just as cheesy as I hoped it would be. I'm not getting the music videos, and I think that's because I've come here before the narrative expects me to have come here. I'm not getting the cuts, the stupid little music videos yet. Why does he sound like that crocodile from Sonic? Because I wouldn't have him sound any other way. Oh, Bakamitai is the one. It's the one about like the. This is the song about the period of time where Kiryu just had a baby for a while. I think is this the one? I think this is the one that's like I had a baby for a bit. I took good care of him. No, is it?
I have been a fool and you've been childish. You fell down, you got hurt chasing sweeter dreams. Never could hide the truth in your eyes.
It is weird hearing this in English, but I kind of love it.
That smile was a lie. I love you is something you never say. Couldn't get it out, always just pulled away. So then why, please won't you tell me why you could find the words to say goodbye? I'm such a mess, I'm lost, I'm no good at this.
Well, yeah, we are getting a music video for this one.
Still in love with you. Hard as I try, can't even drink this pain away. Memories of you, twisting my view. I've been a fool.
This is kind of what I wanted to rush here. I want to hear these songs in English because they're a little janky, but I kind of love them. Oh, was it I didn't have enough of a heat streak, so I didn't get the music video? Ah, yeah, you might be right, actually. It might be you need to be doing a certain score when you reach a certain point in the track. I didn't think I did that bad on the first one.
That was alright, I guess.
Oh no, this is the Kiryu had a baby one.
For you.
Yeah.
The way you look at me throws me for a loop. The miracle of life in your eyes.
Listen to him sing about being a kind of dad for a while.
To your familiar cry, hold you in my arms, your heart over mine. How long will this moment last? You're getting so big so fast, leaving this calendar in the past.
Listen, how could this guy be a bad guy? He's just thinking about being a dad. Look at him, he's a sweetheart.
Smile and try to hide the sadness deep inside. Standing on your own, trembling as you go. Oh, the tears will cry on the day we say goodbye, leaving the days we knew behind. And though as cruel as it can be, the world can do a thing to me. Wherever the wind blows, I'm there for you. So there we stand, hand in hand. Maybe we never had it planned, but there's someone out there to trust, watching over us. This moment last, you're getting so big so fast. Tell me what kind of dream we've cast. Those little hands, they rule my heart, and they did so from the start. It's time that you let go, I'll be okay. But they will grow, and then you'll fly. You're gonna soar into the sky and give all you got for someone just like you and I.
at him. He's a softie. Like, sure, he's a member of the crime faction, you know, but he's just a sweetie. Kiryu's never done anything wrong in his life. Ah, there we go. Missed it. And Gominant Hero says, people don't write music like this, a song about good, normal, happy things. Right, just a song about having a good chill time. You know, looking after a kid that's not really yours, but you're gonna take after them like yours anyway. Or being a crime dad. The night. This Sayonara Silent Night is the one about selling oranges in a mascot costume on Christmas Eve? Is that what this is? Is this the one about the man dressed as an orange selling oranges at Christmas? I want all these good English lyrics. I need to know what these stupid songs are about. Right, they're so weirdly niche.
Can you tell me just how far I have to go to have you and your angel smile all to myself? After who knows how many nights, so many tears and colorful lights. Can you tell me just why is my heart still so aglow? Swallowed by pain while the world dances in the rain. I can only pray this crowd hides all these tears that fall. Never endured such hopelessness, can't escape this loneliness. Swallowed by that bitter sound, jingle bells. I can still see you standing there, blowing out that little flame. A dream I chased so long, gone up in smoke. Broken apart and all alone, buried deep in piles of snow. Nothing but ice.
Yeah. See what I mean? I wasn't imagining this.
Sayonara, silent night. You drift away, sleeping in arms that are mine. Warm and dry, so safe and so happy. Sayonara, holy night. I'll go to bed, this loser, this lonely lump of coal. Just the sad sack Santa Claus. And on this eve, tell me please, will my words ring above? Sayonara evermore, silent love.
Silent love. Oh, Santa visited on the night that Kiryu had to sell oranges on Christmas Eve. This is why I wanted to get the music video for the first one. These videos are... they are wonderful. You're not done tonight. I'm gonna do all the karaoke songs in one go because of course I am. I have no self-control. I'm splurging all at once.
Back in the day, I thought I was strong, thought I was the one who could right every wrong. Years roll on by, time does what it does, so hard to hold on to the people we love.
Kiryu has such corny music taste, right?
Days, and though I never stop thinking of you, we have gone our separate ways.
Listen to Crime Man and his taste in like little love songs.
So tonight, let's start again from this night.
But usually he's singing love songs about like a man he knew in the Yakuza once who probably betrayed him.
And sing all night like we'd always meant. So tonight,
It's just love songs about the homies. Love songs about the bros.
and the sun never rose, and life chose. If I could relive the moment we drifted apart, I'd right every wrong for you. Whatever life asks from me, I will do just to see you smile and waste a night with you.
He just wants his besties back. Yeah, I am playing through Yakuza 0 at the moment. This is all very Yakuza 0. That was the guy you start doing all your fights with in Yakuza 0 before you get framed for murder. Incompetent Hero says, rest in peace, Nishikiyama. Kind of a dick, but also a bro. Yeah, both of those can be true. Are you really even homies if you're not going to sing love songs about each other at the karaoke bar? Yeah. I might, after this and Infinite Wealth are out the way, I might just start streaming the Yakuza games from 0, because I kind of want to... I've been playing Yakuza 0 on my own time, and I kind of want to just stream it. It's a little rough around the edges compared to the newer Yakuzas, but, like, there's a lot of heart in Yakuza 0. I think this is the only one we haven't done yet. Chizu's Samurai.
You won't see me come to debase you. A true-hearted samurai is here now to grace you!
Honestly, I really just kind of want to do a bunch of Yakuza streaming this year.
Do I stay at home and stand against the flow, or sell my soul in places I don't know? The evening comes to spirit me away. Love is what I cherish in the day. A man gets drunk and merrily he sings of every vice and every sinful thing. Does he not ring his own death knell and pave a lonely road to hell? How many men again pretend it never ends? Lust is just the way that humans stand. So, ma'am, if he won't treat you right, toss his ass out in the street tonight. For the wine may taste divine, I'll be staying dry, for I would rather die than live another life. And don't mistake me, I bend, but you will never break me. My flaws are undenied, so I keep my head up, I will never let up. I am a true-hearted samurai.
Sure, sir, you're a true-hearted samurai, and that's why you've got kisses all over your face. I've done the cabaret club in this game. The cabaret club in this game is unsettling, and it's the most uncanny a thing's ever been. There we go. We've done a little bit of singing. We'll come back. There are duets and things to do later. We'll come back once we have the side quests unlocked, because some of the side quest content will require me to get good scores at the karaoke, so I don't want to try and get the good scores until, like, the side quest for that is open. Let's head to the parking lot where we're supposed to meet our person.
Huh. What gives you, old goat?
I'm looking for someone named Akame. Know anything?
What business you got with Akame-san?
Beats me.
What kind of dumb shit answer is that?
I only spent like 20 minutes, you know, letting my friend be held hostage. The people who have my friend hostage are tracking my GPS. I do love the thought that they're like, why the fuck is he in the karaoke bar? I mean, there's nothing wrong with him being there. We can give him a minute. Okay, he was under half an hour. That's fine. We won't kill his friend. He did leave the karaoke bar within half an hour. It's fine.
Oh, hold it, old man. That's...
It's what?
It's a key ring.
No way. You really don't know? Now that's priceless.
So, can you help me out? I'm searching for a friend that's been kidnapped. This thing's my only clue.
Not much good if you don't even know what you got. Maybe my crew and I should take her off your hands.
Oh, seems I picked the wrong person to ask.
Hard to tell with you wearing those shades.
Enough. I don't
Oh,
want to be
everyone
forced to
glitched.
hurt
I
you.
pressed the A button. I skimmed through the audio. That's on me. I didn't let it play out naturally. I pressed the A button to go to the next line of dialogue. Apologies for that. On occasion, the ADHD is like, press the button, move through things faster. I know I shouldn't do so, particularly when on stream, but like, occasionally the ADHD is like, press the button, I press it. But can I afford any? No, I need like 100. I need like 100k for the. No, I'm gonna save up for the stat ones first. The stat ones are honestly like where I want to put my early points. Save up, get the stat upgrades. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes I'm just like I just press the button when the line is ended to be like I'm just trying to keep it flowing. Trying to keep the flow going. Mainly because I got a stream to do. I gotta save those precious milliseconds where I can, you know? This is work time, not casual time. I gotta rush these conversations a little. I try not to do it too often, but occasionally the ADHD just kind of wins. There we go. Let's find who this Akame is we've been looking for.
You're testing my patience. Take me to Akame. I'm done wasting my time.
Yeah, you're here for serious video gaming. Oh, okay, her voice is pretty good.
Haven't seen you before. You got guts coming to Sotenbori.
Yeah, we're here for the serious gaming, that's why we did the karaoke.
Must be tough shit.
Who are you?
Aren't you the one who's looking for me?
So, you're Akame?
Last I checked. Would you mind not gawking at me?
Yeah, Akame is basically the person who makes sure that like the homeless community isn't getting fucked around here.
Homeless around here.
And she's
Gotta
pretty
say,
cool.
you're not what I expected.
Hey now, that's not the only thing I do. Call me a jack of all trades. Fixer or informant, you name it. It all depends on the client. Hey, you ever gonna let that poor guy go?
Oh, Terra, I'm glad you enjoyed the big numbers on the wild magic table. It was my first time doing something like that, and I was like, I want to put a little chaos in here. And the biggest numbers account for that.
Well, well, a red tiger. So, you're a guest of the Watase family?
Yeah. A man named Seru told me to show this to you.
Ah, I get it now. Okay, how about you come with me then?
Oh yeah, Incompetent Hero, yeah, no, you will 1000% get the inconsistencies in Japanese pronunciations in this dub, and I'm super okay with that.
Not Tsuruno-san and I've never met in person. Our relationship is strictly business.
Huh? Then what about Hanawa?
Hanawa? Who the hell's that?
Are you serious?
Okay, where the hell did Serrano send me here to meet her?
I don't know what you
We'll find
expected,
out.
buddy, but just leave it to me.
I try not to make a habit of following suspicious people.
I'm not Yakuza though, you know?
That still doesn't mean I can trust
Hey,
you.
Nemo.
Well, you might have a point there.
I like her dub
By the
voice a
way.
lot, actually.
What should I call you?
So
They've captured her
Seru really
vibe very
didn't tell
well.
you a thing.
Nah, nothing. All I know is whoever turns up with a red tiger is in for some hospitality. So, that means you're clueless too?
Yeah. What do you mean by hospitality?
Batman, I'm very ready for Infinite.
I think it'll be more fun as a surprise.
For any of you not aware of the next Yakuza game, the one coming out at the end of this month that I want to stream through, Infinite Wealth has a lot of stuff going for it. You know how the Like a Dragon with Ichiban had like a business mini game where we were doing boardroom meetings, but they were like Pokemon battles? Infinite Wealth has Animal Crossing in it. Just straight up Animal Crossing. Yakuza Animal Crossing. There's a whole Animal Crossing in the next Yakuza. I'm so ready.
That tiger is an access pass to, Very unique venue. Actually, we can't head there just yet, so cool your jets.
It's Joryu.
Hmm?
You can
Oh,
call me
Echo,
Joryu.
it does just have Animal
Well,
Crossing.
as
Give me
you
one
already
sec.
know, I'm Akame. Anyway, let's move, Joryu.
Sure.
Yeah, there's only, this is the only bit I'm gonna show you of the next Yakuza to get you excited. Like, this minigame is the reason I'm like, I have to stream this game, and I have to, like, I gotta stream this game so I can stream the next one. Let me pull up the trailer. Give me a sec. Here we go. Give me a... So, yeah, dodging, you know, all the Yakuza stuff. But when you're not doing all the dramatic Yakuza stuff, you're gonna ride this dolphin away over the ocean. Oh. Catman, no worries. I apologize if this is more than you want to know. This is basically the only thing I know about the next one, and it's the one thing where I was like, fuck yeah.
Time for the getaway you deserve?
Happy Resort Dondoko Island.
For you.
Yeah, I can turn this up a little.
Welcome to your vacation within a vacation, where a cozy DIY lifestyle awaits.
You got your
Gather
bug catching,
materials from your surroundings.
fishing.
Buy unique furniture. Or simply craft it yourself.
It's got the stuff from the Nintendo Switch Animal Crossing where you craft the things.
And watch as your dream
Design the
home
house
unfolds,
interiors.
just the way you like it.
Build and place homes. Collect all your little villages.
In fact, you can customize the whole island to your heart's content.
Yep. It's
Make
Animal.
friends with memorable characters.
It's Animal Crossing.
Develop your island to accommodate all kinds of tourists. And give them the time of their
There
lives.
might have been a tiger enclosure inside the home, maybe. You're being the KK Slider! Ichiban is KK Slider!
But beware of certain uninvited guests.
You sometimes
You'll
have to
beat
just...
some sense into
You have to
them
do combat
preserve
to
your island
protect
kingdom.
your Animal Crossing island.
Explore nature.
This is just a whole...
Build infrastructure.
It's just an Animal Crossing.
Interact with others. And develop your own resort island, your way.
The quarter bug. Now, can I explain to you why this is in the Yakuza? No, I cannot. But it is. So, yeah. Animal Crossing is gonna have... Yakuza's gonna have an Animal Crossing in it. I love this series. Anyway, we were meeting the woman who looks after the homeless people.
Typically off limits, but you're our special guest, so enjoy this red tiger welcome.
Oh yeah, Spalek also points out there's also a not Pokemon in there somewhere. Yeah, so my understanding of this is Like a Dragon with Ichiban, you could, like, whenever you beat someone up, you put them in your Suji Dex, which is like your Pokedex. You collected, like, information about all of the weird enemies. Maybe that's a mode now where you can sometimes summon them. It might just be a Pokemon now. I don't want to know much more about this game other than the few things I've heard. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like what I really loved about Like a Dragon.
This is an office?
Bit of a dump, right? This used to be a warehouse for a cabaret club called Odyssey. Now, well, it serves its purpose.
A retinal scanner?
I'll get you registered on that thing in a bit.
Our new base of operations.
What do you think? Welcome to my lovely office. Feel free to use it as you like, till we head to the venue I mentioned.
The exterior is somewhat misleading.
Well, if I glitz things up, I'd just become a target. I deal with plenty of creeps on the job. Always pays to be careful.
You said you were a jack of all trades.
Like, the Kiryu Yakuzas feel very straight-laced by comparison to what Ichiban's up to.
Make yourself at home. Just let me register your eyes in the scanner. That way you can come and go as you please.
Hooray! Let's start doing silly side quests in a minute.
Hey, you got pretty eyes. So what's with the glasses?
Aren't you just a guide? Stick to your job and stop.
I'm going to play for a few more minutes, but I want to get us to the point where the open world is open and side quests are available today. Because that means we can come back on Wednesday and do
or we could keep talking.
silly little side quest content
I'll
for a
be
bit.
hanging out here for a while, okay?
Incompetent hero? Yes. Yes. There's your one-word answer. Oh, what have I got to... Oh, I got to talk to you.
So what's next, Joryu?
Tell me about you.
I told ya, I'm a jack of all trades. Guess I do a little bit of everything, legal or not. But buying and selling info is the most lucrative. I look after the homeless around here. In exchange, I get juicy intel.
I like that when she says I look after the homeless around here, it's not like coded language like you might expect, where it's like, you know, because usually you hear in a crime game, like, I look after the homeless people, they tell me information. It's like, you tell me information or I rough you up. But here it's like, no, I genuinely just look after the homeless community, and, like, if they know anything, I'm like, hey, look, it would be useful if you told me anything you knew, but if not, like, I'm not going to do anything negative. I'm just here to help the homeless community. And I'm like, Akame, you're pretty chill. I respect you. Incompetent Hero, this game does look really nice. It is a beautiful game.
Seru was referring to.
I'd probably come off as some sort of community activist to outsiders, huh? But Osaka's got more homeless than anywhere else in Japan. Gotta use local conditions to my advantage if I want to stay afloat as a small business.
Look, she says that, but, like, I get the impression, like, that's the line she uses to puff herself up in the, you know, local crime community, but, like, I think she genuinely cares. Hey, London Cheesehead. Incompetent Hero says, I want to play through the series, but the new stuff is so exciting. Honestly, I largely jumped in with Like a Dragon. I'd tried playing other games in the series. I played bits of other games in the series. The early ones just felt a bit dated, and I struggled to stick with them. The RPG was the one that I played through all the way through and was like, damn, this series is good, I gotta get into it. And that's what got me to go back to Zero and start working through. But also, like, you can jump into the later ones and get your bearings on what's going on and enough. I really don't think it's that big a problem to jump into a later one and go, I'll just work out what's going on from here, and, like, I'll play the slightly rougher ones once I'm really invested in the series. Incompetent Hero says, I'm worried about going from Kiwami 2 to Yakuza 3, as it's going to be technically the oldest one. I mean, yeah, it doesn't feel the oldest one. Kiwami 2 is a polished-up version of an older game. Yakuza 3, technically older, but it's not built on the foundations of, like, as old of a game design. Like, Kiwami 2, Zero feel dated. They have very dated foundations. Yakuza 3 is where it really takes a step up, in my opinion, and it feels less built on the foundations of really old design. Oh, Sullen Delicax, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best, flexible and convenient order management panel, chat panel, everything in your hands, turn it off, etc. Oh, what a shame it is that I've accidentally hovered my mouse over them, and oh no, they've been banned from chat. However will that happen now? There we go. When can we go wherever we're going?
Venue already?
Now's not a good time. We'll go tomorrow. Once we go, that's it. If you're not in tip-top shape, you'll regret it later.
I can't afford to laze around. It's urgent.
Okay,
Hey, at least you got something to look forward to tomorrow. Just take it easy for today.
Look, I don't mind those promo ones coming through. It makes me laugh. I get to enjoy the oh no, oh, we'll never be things now.
In your sleep, so relax. Use that sofa if you need a nap.
Okay. Let's unlock the open world. We're nearly there. 3 hours in, we've nearly unlocked the open world. Here we go. Nearly opened up. Where's Akame? No idea. I think we just gotta go for a wander. Oh, there she is.
Hey there. Did you sleep well, Joryu?
Yeah.
I think Akame might be my favorite voice so far in the English dub.
I was gonna wake you earlier, but you were sleeping like a baby. And to think you made all that fuss about lazing around and such.
You want an apology?
Nah, you're good. Actually, I happen to be totally swamped today. You mind waiting a little longer before we get going?
Look, I meant it when I said I can't waste time. Give me the location and I'll go myself.
My friend is literally being kidnapped. Please let me go save them.
You need me with you. It's not the kind of place you can just waltz into.
Not so.
Alright. If you're gonna be that way, then I got an offer for you. How about helping me out? You got that red tiger, so you must be pretty tough, right? The quicker I finish up here, the sooner we get to the venue.
You say venue as if that means anything to me. What exactly am I walking into?
Fair enough. It's a top-secret playground for society's bigwigs. They call it the castle.
Ooh.
The castle?
If you tried looking for it yourself, no way you'd find it in. You gotta be chosen to enter. Or blessed with a red tiger, for example.
Okay.
So how about it, Joryu? You gonna help me out?
Don't have much choice.
You seem in a mighty rush to get to that castle.
Not like I have a choice. Fine. If that's what it takes, let's get it over with.
Sweet! I knew you'd come around. Then let's get started.
Yeah, so I think this first quest is a go help the local
I told you
homeless
that I sourced
community
info via
quest.
the homeless folks out here in Sotenbori, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've been asking for my help recently. Seems homeless people around here have been disappearing, one by one.
Oh, yes, yes, I know where we're starting.
They're being taken by welfare thieves.
Welfare thieves?
Yeah, scum who round up vulnerable folks just to extort them for welfare checks.
Now, if you live in the UK and are about my age, welfare thieves might mean something very different to you. In my head, I assumed this was like a negative way of talking about people like, oh, you know, just getting benefits when they don't need them, being welfare thieves. No, it's literally people like kidnapping people to steal their welfare checks. Much more literal.
Let me tell you how it works. First, they promise you a place to live, rent-free, plus 3 square meals a day. But really, they cram a bunch of people into tiny little rooms, basically cages. Then they force them to sign up for welfare and steal any money that comes in. Their prime targets are the newly homeless, because they're still clueless.
So, they prey on the helpless.
Exactly. They snatch everything, bank books and all. By then, there's no escaping.
Yep.
The living conditions are filthy as all hell, too. These thieves treat them like livestock.
And? What do you want me to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? You gotta run those guys out of town and rescue the victims. It's the right thing to do, ain't it?
Good old Akame and Kiryu. We're gonna go save the day.
Working for the Yakuza. Most Yakuza families in Sotenbori are backed by the Omi Alliance. Are you prepared to stand against the Omi?
Hell yes! If it's our own local Yakuza behind this, they're bringing shame to all
Yeah,
of us.
Akame actually calls him
I
Joryu.
want to see you kick him to the curb and run him out of Sotenbori.
At least you've got conviction.
I think Kiryu can see
So,
the genuine,
how many
like, oh, you're
well-fed
genuinely here to help
Are we
people.
the only
I'm
ones on the
in.
job?
Huh? Oh, you're fighting them all on your own, Joryu. Violence isn't for me. I just help the victims.
Wait, what? Oh, I see how it is. This was your plan from the very start, wasn't it?
Oh, don't throw a fit. They say the righteous won't turn a blind eye to injustice, right? Besides, if you can't handle this, you definitely can't handle the castle.
If you say so. Now tell me where to find those welfare thieves. It's time I introduce them to my fists.
Hell yeah! Now you're earning that red tiger. Too bad I don't know their specific location. I've heard they tend to pop up on the riverside near Sotenbori Bridge pretty often.
Hooray! We finally, I believe, gained access to the open world. Now, I don't think the little side quests are popping up yet. Let me look at the main map. Yeah, we've got to do this quest to properly get access to the open world side quest system. But I think this is what do we got? We got 52k. I'm gonna try and beat some people up on the way to just get enough that I can get at least one more upgrade. But I think if we go save near this might be where we start on Wednesday. Is go rescue the homeless people from the welfare thieves. Might be where we start Wednesday's stream. I might do a little bit of grinding off stream just to get some money to be able to buy some upgrades off stream. This is one of those games I could just play this combat system for forever. I just love being in this fighting system. It's so very satisfying. Steve McHugh, that entirely makes sense. I understand. Like, there's a lot of Yakuza games. This one is nice and short. I appreciate that it's a shorter entry, but I don't blame anyone who gets Yakuza burnout. There's a lot of Yakuza to be seen. Yes, I'm glad that the next one's in a different setting. I think that is probably beneficial. And again, I think the RPG ones are a nice change of pace as well. Let's go. I want to hit 100k so I can upgrade my heat meter. That's the main thing right now, though. I want to be able to sort it out. $90k, nearly there. Run around, find at least one more fight. Yeah, there we go. I love this fighting style.
Pain in the neck.
Yeah, 105k means I can boost my heat gauge a little. I think this is where we're going to leave it. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I'm planning to stream this whole game through. Maybe not every single side quest. Like I might do some of the small menial side quests, some of the level grindy stuff off stream. But I want to do the whole story off stream, on stream, because I really like this game, and you know it's not that long, so we can do it in a couple of weeks, I think. Have a good rest of your evening. I hope everyone has a good rest of your week. I'll catch you all soon.